Welcome back, folks, to Age of Lemuria, episode 24. Woo-wee! The final episode of this series. Let's go ahead and make sure that's mute. I am, of course, your humble DM, Master of Ceremonies, Lord Lucan. I have many things completed. I have many objectives. I went protesting yesterday from all the political BS that's going on here in the United States. I'm not going to get into details. I'm going to let the audience just wonder where my political position is in regards to some stuff. I'll turn it over to Hunk Papa. What's up, Hunk Papa?
Hello, I am Hunk Papa, also known as Jesse Zelif. I am an author and game master, and I have been playing Ulfgar Ashencloak, the dwarf, and the Gatekeeper.
Filthy dwarves. Filthy dwarves. Want to tell us a little bit about yourself since this is the last episode and where people can find you?
You can find me online at a website soon to be determined. It's still in development, but it should be released pretty soon.
That's good, though. That's good. I have my dragon puppet. I should show you guys it.
Ooh.
Leah, you want to tell everybody about yourself while I get up and grab my my little puppet? It's not little.
Alrighty.
Yeah, go ahead and tell people that.
My name is Leah, and I am playing the lovely Ava Fletcher, who once was a little girl who decided to be an adventurer chasing legends, and has slowly become a legend herself, and is wondering if it's everything she hoped for. So now here we go on our adventure. We had an interesting episode last week. We made it out by the hair of our teeth. And now there's somebody who wants to talk to us, hopefully. Somebody with wings and scales.
That's a pretty big puppet.
Yeah, that's just a teaser. That's just a teaser. Nothing important happening there. Just a little teaser for the audience. I told them that I would show them, and I finally did here on the last episode. So something to hopefully it was blurry and you couldn't see it. It was really fast.
A little preview for season 3.
Maybe we'll see. That's going to happen a little while later on. It's probably taking a month or two break before season 3 comes out of Age of Lemuria. So I'm excited for that. I've got plans, and these plans are all based on these two characters advancing the plot forward.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we'll see what they do here on Age of Lemuria. So what are you guys doing? What happened last time, guys? What happened last time?
The Knolls finally found the ship, which wasn't much of a surprise to Ulfgar, considering it is a massive ship forcibly making its way up a narrow stream in the middle of the Golden Plains along the Elven Forest. The Knolls tried to attack the ship, and Ulfgar commanded the ship to open fire, which obliterated all but one of the Knolls. Ulfgar noticed who made it out and has since warned Ravenshaven. In the wake of this, we've caught the attention of a dragon, which has also come to investigate the boat.
Anything else to add, Ava?
Well, I found a mushroom cave, but I don't know what's going on in there, but there's some glowing mushrooms that have now appeared in this world, and we'll see if that has any consequences, or it won't. And also, Ava doesn't know it yet, but there's an interesting little burnt farm, or burnt house, that certain other adventurers have gone through, that may or may not have been owned by her family.
So the scene opens up, right? We have this clear, open skies, right? And all of a sudden, down below in the ship, we have Ava and Ulfgar and a direwolf and a what's her name? Allure?
Alu?
Alu. Yes. Down in the base, down in the third level of the ship. And from above, you hear the cries of "Dragon!" And what does the party do as you hear this cry of fear and panic as people start shouting, "Dragon"?
Ulfgar goes to Mount Scorchwalk, and he looks to Alu and Ava. Alu should probably stay below deck. I will speak with this visitor of ours.
Ava sort of has really big, wide eyes. And so she'll look to Alu and Spark and tell them, stay here. I'm going to go up and see, but if you hear me call for you, come to me.
Of course, Mother. I will do whatever you say.
So Ava will run up the stairs 2 at a time, just sprinting, try and get eyes on a dragon, apparently?
Both of you roll perception. As soon as you reach the top, you notice that a dense fog has suddenly surrounded the ship.
Oh boy, Ava and perception.
I'm going to take my passive 17 on this.
Oop, not that one.
Yup. Yeah. Classic Ava.
This is the right one.
She is so panicked by this and the fog that her eyes are, she's whipping around her head so fast that she can't even see anything.
Oh, there it goes. There it finally loads up. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We will describe the ship. The ship is a turtle ship. A vast iron warship made specifically by the Inquisition. It's iron sides and it has 2 sails. It is also capable of rowing, but you see no people rowing the ship. It has been guided upstream by, of course, the magic of Ulfgar and Alu. Who is all going upstairs?
It would be me, Ulfgar, and Scorchwalker.
Excellent. There's an intense fog. And you said you're taking your passive, Ulfgar?
Yes.
Excellent. None of you guys notice as the ship suddenly cranes to the side as a massive weight lands upon the ship. It shakes and shivers the entire mass. People scream and panic, right? You guys can currently only see about 5 feet in front of you as the sudden shift within the ship. You hear sailors screaming and crying as something within the fog terrifies them.
Ulfgar is going to turn to a rally the men. I will speak with this one. He then calls out in Draconic, Hail, Great One! We are honored by your presence, that you have noticed such a small vessel as ours, as Ulfgar grins.
And Ava will sort of call out for all the sailors to get below the first deck. At least head towards the stairs.
Roll me a persuasion, Ava, as people are running around in the fog, right? This is your commanding authority over the ship crew. It is a chaotic mess. Like, people are bumping into each other. Some go down. Roll me a die 4. You currently have 12. Let's see how many go down. 2 of the cellars descend into the second level of the warship. Once again, the mass of the boat kind of like shifts from side to side. Ulfgar, Ava, both roll me perception once again.
There
we go, Ulfgar. Ava? Yes. That is when you both notice a massive creature has landed upon the back of the warship. In Draconic, right? This creature says, why has the Inquisition invaded these waters?
I do not serve the Inquisition. I have acquired this vessel for my own. I seek the plague that marched across this land. I have come to end it.
Roll me persuasion.
And sort of while that's happening, Ava realizes it's panic, so she'll double tap her helmet, so she's sort of now a lighthouse.
Yeah.
Sort of trying to beckon people.
A beacon, yep, in the fog. Everyone notices this.
Pointing them towards the stairs.
Ulfgar, as he speaks, he's going to approach the figure. He's not going to do anything else, though, but he's going to lead Scorchwalker towards the figure.
This shadow within the fog is approximately 35 feet across. That is not its wingspans, that is its body. Its wingspan doubles that to approximately 70. So the sails are approximately the width of its wings. It says in reply to you, Ulfgar, whom do you serve that would fight the plague?
I serve my kin. I am Ulfgar Ashencloak, the gatekeeper of the dwarves.
When have the dwarves gone to war with the Inquisition? I am not streaming. Yep, I am streaming. Did you hear us?
Yes, I heard when do the dwarves go to war with the Inquisition.
Yes.
You cut out for a second and then it caught up.
Yeah.
We do not fight with the Inquisition. They had something of ours and I have reclaimed it. It just so happens the vessel came with it. It is a mighty tool to stop the plague. It is one thing we will not stand, is the spread of the plague across these lands.
These are not dwarf lands. Your kind has abandoned it long ago. You have no claim here, Earth Worshipper.
We do not abandon it by choice, Great One.
Roll me persuasion.
Ooh.
I don't think a 12 is going to necessarily help. So I'm going to keep the 10.
You were forced out by the lesser races. You had no choice but to leave. You feel like a cold shiver go down your back. Not of that of death, but of natural coldness. Ava, do you speak Draconic?
I really don't think so.
Yeah. You just
Can
hear... And then Ulfgar's like, Ashnad the Gatekeeper Ulfgar. Yep.
Can I tell what color this dragon is?
We rolled a natural 20. Yeah.
Yes.
You can clearly see, like, within the fog, like, it parts slightly. And you see, like, the membrane of the wing, because it's so massive. It towers above, like, the clouds that is currently encircled and engulf the warship. You can clearly see that this is a silver dragon.
He will dismount he'll dismount Scorchwalk. I have come to help the elves keep this place clean. I have found that the Archdruid has perished, and I thought I would come to ensure his lands remain safe. We met but for a brief time.
Those are not your lands to protect, dwarf.
Ulfgar nods.
I think, like, you see, like, this, like, two eyes, like, emerge. A molten silver eyes come out. And it says, the plague has returned to the Black Marshes.
Curious.
Indeed.
Do you think they go to join the Black Dragons?
Their motives are their own. Who knows what the plague has planned for the living?
Then it seems we must have passage through the Black Marches, though I do not wish to fight any dragons along the way. The plague will not grow to spread across these lands as it did in days past.
No. You bring something far worse than the plague. You bring the Inquisition. I think the boat trembles slightly, right? And shivers.
Far worse than the plague. And what would you know of the Inquisition's might against the plague? For my kind, the plague knows no rival. It is our greatest threat, and we will not see it spread across these lands. You believe these humans to be greater than the undead.
Was it not them that drove you out, dwarf? I think we get this, like, silver eyes, right? Like, turn and look at Ava, right? Who's, like, gesturing, like, people below the ship, right? Like they're coming to, like, scattering, right? So you notice, like, these cold, blazing eyes suddenly shift from Ulfgar, right? Shifting on to Ava. And despite the intense fog, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So before she was sort of gently guiding them in, but now she looks like an air traffic controller who has seen a plane rolling in the wrong direction, so she's just frantically waving them down.
I think, Ava, this is where you, like, turn, and Aluz, right, like, helping you guide people down, and this is when you notice, like, her liquid, like, forming body is starting to freeze over.
Oh, no.
Just this creature's presence is starting to chill the waters around you. You notice that her liquidy body, right, is like cooling off. Like you can see vapors of heat beginning to course off of her.
Oh boy. Oh. So Ava will look at her and sort of reach out a hand and touch where it's starting to freeze.
So like when you touch like a cold hand or like a cold skin, it feels wet, right? Your hand like passes and easily breaks through the like accumulating ice crystals. She is becoming cold to the touch.
I'll sort of be panicking. I'll try and put myself between her and the creepy eyes and not 100% looking, just sort of side. This is Alu. Will this freezing harm you?
She says, I don't know, Mother. I don't know.
I'll say, you have been a great help. I think you have done enough. Get below and find the warmest area you can. And try to keep moving so you don't freeze.
I'll do as you command, Mother. And that's when you realize, like, you're on an iron vessel, right?
Too bad we don't have that forge.
I think she like helps like the last person down, right? As like everybody else is like, I think it's the captain, right? Captain Brute. He's like, "What are we going to do, lass?" And like she's like, "Quick, go under." And I think this is like where she's like walking away from you, and that's when you notice like her footprints are starting to freeze as she's walking away.
And I'll say, sit with Spark and hold on to him.
I think this is where we get the camera to turn over to Ulfgar, right?
Ava is definitely panicking.
Ulfgar, you've noticed like the temperature around you has drastically decreased, right? As you're like breathing. And you're like, well, the threat of the plague is like the biggest threat ever. And according to the Silver Dragon, it's the Inquisition, right? So not unsurprising, right? Your words have not convinced it, right? You have literally stolen their vessel, right? And have driven it deep within the known territory of the Silver Mountains. Unknown territory of the Silver Clan. Not only that, but you've given away your position by blasting fire. Yeah. It seems that this creature's motivations are... I don't know. What do you think, Ulfgar?
Ulfgar turns back from watching his gaze over it. If the Inquisition follows, then let us drive them towards the plague. They are simple-minded. They will follow what was taken from them and do what they can to reclaim it.
Roll me persuasion.
Yeah.
I will use my inspiration for this.
Excellent. I think this is where we get like a shift in the weight of the mass, right? It says, "It has been a long time since the children of the earth have resurfaced. I shall allow you to continue on your path."
Sorry, I just shifted, and O4 Tuna started playing on my phone.
Ulfgar nods. Thank you, Great One.
You feel like a slight spring, right? the mass of the ship, which was dragging along the bottom, right, suddenly releases, and you hear like this giant flap, right, and you feel like the fog and the coolness beginning to suddenly relieve as the fog begins to carry away with whatever this creature was. You guys never identified it, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what it is.
Ulfgar knows what it is.
Oh yes.
He's remembering that face.
Yes, you guys succeeded on a skill roll. The creature departs, allowing you to continue on your path unabated.
Ava will turn to Ulfgar. What was that? Are we good?
You should feel blessed, child. You were just graced by one of the great old ones in flesh. Silver dragon. An old, ancient silver dragon from the Silver Clan has just allowed us passage through his domain. But we travel to the Black Dragon's domain, and we bring the Inquisition along with us. We do not have time to spend. We must continue forth.
Why would we bring the Inquisition to the domain of dragons?
To stop the plague, child. As Ulfgar smiles and walks below deck with Scorchwalker in tow.
I think this is where, like, you notice, Ava, Ulfgar's beard is a little frosty. Right? It's been so cold to where he's at that the fringes of his beard have like little icicles, and because of the moisture in the air, the moisture clung to him. Yeah.
Ava will sort of blink. She's a bit shell-shocked after that. Ugh. I'm terrified. She'll definitely shiver a little bit before walking below deck to give sort of the all-clear order. She's definitely not shaken, but I don't know the word, but this is the first time she's come into contact face to face with something with that kind of immense power that she knows of. So she's definitely a little off kilter.
Despite its enormous size, neither of you got a good solid look at it. Even you, Ulfgar, with your natural 20, did not see any marks or runes or any identifying patterns on the creature. Anything else before we come back over to the Overland map?
Ulfgar is going to pull the captain aside, and once the crew is back in position, he's going to pull Ava aside as well. We have been granted passage through the Silver Clan's border. If we travel into that of the Black Clan, they will not be so reasonable. So we now have the interesting task of preparing to take down dragons that we come across.
If that dragon could freeze everything within sight and obscure our sight just by its very presence, what would the black dragons do?
Ulfgar shakes his head. I know but one black dragon, and I don't believe his power is like the others. But rest assured, it can be done. The dwarves have taken down dragons in generations past. It is possible.
How did the dwarves take down the dragons?
First of all, we were prepared. As Ulfgar smiled, that will be our next task along our journey, is to train and prepare it to take down what we need to. Our goals are still the same. I must see Fort Malgrave and a place nearby, but we will not be staying long. We do not wish to try the Silver Dragon's patience and their grace in allowing us to travel along their borders. And we know the Inquisition is following, and that is something the dragons seem to fear more than the plague.
That thing fears the Inquisition more than...
Ulfgar smiles. Aye, we bring with us something that even they are wary of. Let us use our enemy as our weapon.
Eva is definitely impressed by this plan. So she'll nod and sort of straighten up and look a little bit less shell-shocked. What must we do to prepare, then?
First, we need to attain tools that I might create what we need. Make sure that we have plenty of scouts to know what to look for. Anomalies beneath the waters, anomalies in the skies. But for now, we must continue forth as Ulfgar goes up above deck and prepares to start moving the ship once more.
The crew steadily comes back up to the surface, right? And the day seems to be cleared. Despite the dragon's appearance and everything, it seems to have just simply disappeared in the clouds. Who knows where it is?
Ava will check on Alu and Spark and see how temperature-wise things are going.
Despite the sudden drop in temperature, you notice like Alu has suffered no ill effects.
So Ava will sort of breathe a sigh of relief, sort of scratch Spark behind the ears, and
Spark's outer fur feels a little crispy because of the temperature, right? But everybody seems to be fine.
So she'll say, Alu, the coast for now is clear. That creature has permitted us passage through its domain. And so it is time for us to start our journey again.
She nods and she says, thank goodness Ulfgar knew what it spoke.
Thank goodness indeed.
She nods in reply.
So she'll sort of head back up the metal steps.
They follow you, and they begin manning their cells, and I believe you need to roll me that sweet, sweet survivor, Ava.
Boy. Why?
Would Ulfgar have a quick second to cast guidance on her before she does this while he goes back to what he was...
Oh, sure. A little louder. Because it tastes all the better. Yeah, you guys are fine. Go ahead. It's a normal day. Progression is like constant, right? You guys continue to go upriver, and then once again the river continues to narrow and narrow as you go up the stream. The day seems to be normal, right? No ill effects plague you this day.
That was an interesting choice of words.
Are you guys doing anything special? In regards to
Ulfgar would like to ritually cast Speak with the Dead.
Excellent. Who are you talking to?
He is talking to all three of them. He wants to ask them if they've... Well, he may need to cast Major Speak with the Dead for this, but he wants to ask them what experience they've had in fighting dragons.
Let's see here. You get 3 rolls. Interesting. Okay, so the first one. Okay. Witch Hunter. She says, I've had no contact with dragons. Second one says, the Vaultsmith's like, I've fought dragons many times defending our homeland. And the other one says, and Rockbeard said, like, yes, I've fought them in our time. Yes. So when Witch Hunter says, like, no, that is not my preferred prey. The other two seem to have engaged in daring combat with dragons.
He is going to... he's going to ask them how they fought the dragons. What tactics did they use to take them?
First one says... Okay, and the second one says... You beat him with a... You poke him with the pointy end of a stick. He says, boy, we're dwarves, not the tacticians. He'll start telling you, like, yes, I just took my warhammer and smashed him across the skull, shattering it to tiny pieces. And the other one's like, no, you're supposed to lay a trap and then make them fall into the pit. And he's like, slams the other spirit in the head. He's like, no, they have wings, they won't fall for that. And you have this vigorous debate while Witch Hunter is kind of crossing her arms and like shaking her head as you get this vivid debate of trapping or just charging into the mouths of dragons. Both very heroic, both very unique and special, of very opinionated of their right method. Yeah, that's what they tell you. Set a trap or just charge straight into them all. Yeah. That's probably why they're dead.
Ulfgar thinks, yeah. But he also thinks that there might be some merit in both. He has planned to try to develop a trebuchet or a ballista that will fire a net to trap the dragon, keep it from flying away, and then attacking it with his hammer. It's a little combination of both of them.
There you go. Sure. Go ahead and roll me a straight up intelligence roll. Because you're engineering a design, so this is straight up intelligence. Yeah, stab him with the pointy end of the stick. That makes perfect sense. Yeah. Ava, while he's doing this and making plans, I want you to like oversee this because you guys have looked over each other's work in the past. Go ahead and roll me a straight up intelligence, Ava. As you're trying to help him out. Help out poor Ulfgar.
I feel like his drawings are stick figures.
I mean, they make sense to you. So yeah, that's pretty good. Ava. As he's like saying like, oh, it should be a trebuchet. And you're like, don't trebuchets like arc? And like, no. As you're like pointing out like suggestions, you come up with like a nice idea of simply the old classic bait. You have to have something that they want, and that will draw them close. You've heard of these legends, like fair maidens being captured by these evil creatures, right? And then brave knights coming in and slaying them, or a castle full of gold, dragons coming in and stealing them, right? You have to have something that they want or desire, and then you can easily set up a plan.
Ulfgar doesn't think we're going to have much trouble with a giant metal vessel that can spew as being something that will attract dragons' attention.
So then all we have to do while it's on deck, do you think the masterwork chain ladders we've made could work to entangle
Ulfgar they might be, but trying to we're just going to have a couple of crewmen run around it with the chain ladder and hold it down. That's not going to. And as far as keeping something that they may be interested in, Ava has in her possession a certain gem that has kept Ulfgar's attention for sure. To lure a dragon into tight quarters.
And she reaches into her pocket. You think this would lure them in?
What is it that she holds in her hand?
It is a sapphire, but not an ordinary sapphire. It has undergone some kind of magic or alchemy to transform it into a prototype similar to the stone that powers this ship.
Ulfgar nods. The dragons know what those items are.
So I should, once we get into the correct territory, I should show it off to them?
Ulfgar laughs and shakes his head no. Alas, we will not go looking for a fight with the Black Clan, but we will be prepared if one were to arise with a member of theirs.
Ava will nod. She's clearly a little unsettled as this situation is settling in. It's becoming more and more real. And so you can see the weight of it.
Ulfgar nods. Aye, lass. You are now part of something greater. The road from here on will only become more imposing.
And Ava will nod, and she'll sort of look determined but a little unsettled. So she'll go onto the deck, and just for practice to make her feel better, she'll shoot a couple birds out of the sky.
Sure.
And she'll sort of pluck them and take the feathers that are good for crafting arrows and keep those, and the rest she'll feed the meat to Spark and give it down to whatever passes for a cook.
Roll me a survival, as you do. As you trying to gain, hopefully above a 20 and get some masterwork stuff out of this, but we'll see. Interesting. Interesting. Roll me a luck roll, Ava.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Interesting. Ava, you shoot 2 birds out of the sky. One of them doesn't seem to die. And I think this is where you see like this greenish ooze coming out of its like eyes and wounds and mouth. As you approach it, right? It's like got an arrow that's pierced its heart, yet it continues to struggle. Are you by yourself, Ava?
I think I would have had Spark with me.
You quickly subdue the bird and break its neck, right? The creature dies within your hands. The question is to you, Ava, is do you feed this creature to Spark?
If it's green and oozing, I'm going to go with no, and I'm going to ask Ulfgar about it, because I've heard him use the term the plague many times. So I'll sort of wrap it up in a little piece of burlap or whatever freely available on the deck and bring it below to show to him. But I'll give the second bird that is not ick to Spark.
Excellent. Spark gobbles it down.
Ooh.
Greedily.
So yeah. I'll bring the goopy, yucky bird down to show it to Ulfgar, but keeping it hidden a little bit away from the crew as best as possible, and not quite touching it because I have it in the little sack.
Ulfgar, roll me a knowledge. This be Arcana.
Do I need to with my background?
Do you?
I don't think I need to with my background.
Okay. Go ahead and tell her what you think it is.
Ulfgar, upon seeing this, gets a stern expression on his face. Did this creature bite you, lass?
No.
He's going to roll insight on this.
She's not lying.
He sighs. He takes the bird aside and he casts Sacred Flame upon its corpse.
The corpse begins burning bright.
Ulfgar sighs at this. I did not think it would spread this fast. This is the plague, and it infects all creatures. He turns to Ava. Best you rely upon the food I provide through my magical means than try to feed off the land. If this creature were to have bit you, you too would spread the plague as well.
Whew. Ava is definitely not quite shocked, but very, very unsettled.
Ulfgar smiles at this, though. This means we're following the right trail.
How far within the lands has it spread now?
Ulfgar shakes his head. I do not know. Most of the experience I have with the plague is beneath the mountain. There, all was affected by the plague.
If it has spread this far south, could it have spread east and north?
Ulfgar shrugs. I am not sure, but I know wildlife infecting others can be stopped, but a whole army of the plague will not be so easy to prevent.
Whew. Ava nods, but it doesn't look like our whole brain is in the conversation anymore. So she'll take one last look at the smoldering, gross corpse and walk back up on the deck, thinking about her family and her village. And if this kind of plague has spread to them yet.
I think this is where we get like a flock of geese flying overhead, right? Ava just kind of watches them fly.
Good boy.
Anything else as night approaches?
Ulfgar is going to give the extra equipment to the captain, because we haven't done that, that we have taken from the Inquisition. Make sure that the crewmen start to get acquainted with their new armor and weapons, and he informs the captain that they will undergo certain combat trainings, as well as this vessel will attract more attention of the like, referring to the visit from the dragon.
Roll me persuasion with advantage. Because he agrees with you.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing too. Good thing too. Woo! Yes, he's like, I agree with you. It's like I don't want to lose my investment. And he like gestures. He's like, this is a mighty prize, a mighty prize. I don't want to lose. He says, what do you suggest? What is it that you suggest?
They need to get used to wielding their weapons and fighting as a unit. Key point.
We're about 12 men. We're We're not a unit. It's like maybe a squad, if that. He like laughs, and like the rest of the crew laughs nervously with him. But yeah, they seem to be on board with any special training that you suggest. However, you do realize that the going will be slower. Because you'll be training and going upstream.
Ulfgar nods. He also explains to the captain that we need to begin a recruitment drive. If you,
he agrees to this as well, but he's like, "What madman would join our vessel?"
Ulfgar winks to the captain. They don't need to know what they're getting into. They just need to be aboard the vessel.
It's like, I like it. Shanghai is the best. Shanghai. I think that's where we ended on, right? That scene. And night approaches. Ava, would you do the honors of rolling me that sweet, sweet survival?
Oh boy.
Let's see what you got. Interesting.
Oh,
She
come
still
on.
have the guidance.
Who's going to roll that die for? It's either way.
I guess since
I don't know if it's going to help.
5% chance. Well, actually, it's 50-50, to be honest. Still roll above a 10.
I don't think even if she rolls a 4 with a 5.
It doesn't matter. Roll me a die 6, Ava. 6.
Oh, really?
Interesting. Oh, I love you guys so much. So much is happening this episode. It's amazing. Where is everyone sleeping?
I can't believe my D6 was higher than my D20.
Amazing.
I'll just say Ava is still distracted with thoughts of home and what this plague
Amazing.
could be doing to
Ulfgar
them.
would be sleeping down below with his reclaimed prize and Scorchwalker.
Amazing.
Oh.
Where is Ava sleeping? Oh, I'm gonna need this. Give me a second here. Oh, this is so good. I love full arcs.
If she's sleeping, she'd be down below, but I'm sure she'd want to spend a little bit of the evening on deck, staring listlessly out at the water.
So where are you at, Ava?
Depends on what time it is.
That's a good question. Roll me a die 3.
A what?
A die 3. Oh, this is so good. This is so horrifying, but awesome.
How?
I'm curious to see what the worst one is now.
I think, okay, who is where?
Can I do a d6 and just, double it up?
Just have it. Yep. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Ulfgar's made some modifications. The bed's going to be over here next to the gem.
Sure.
He's not sleeping too far away from the gem.
What a dwarf.
That's fine. That's fine. Ava, where are you at?
What time is it?
It is currently late in the evening. It is first half of the first watch.
She hasn't gone to bed yet. She'll be on the deck, sort of by herself.
Excellent. I'm going to split the party. Interesting. Is Alu with you? Who is with you?
I think Ava... God damn it, Ava. She would want some time to herself, so she'll be alone.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect. With your -2 perception.
It's -1. Thank you.
Give me a luck roll, Ava. Roll me a D100.
This went so great last time.
Jesus.
Oh, really? Come on!
Excellent. Roll me a die 100 again.
At least we go into this knowing this is the last episode.
This is
Are you
unstoppable.
kidding me?
Is there at least going to be infighting out there?
And last roll. Oh, wow. Wow.
Come on. Well, it was fun, guys.
Okay. Okay.
Tell me it's all of our enemies show up at once and they start fighting each other.
No. Yeah. It's the worst of the worst. Okay. Let me do some copy and pasting here.
Oh, great.
Make sure that everyone... Where is Alu at? Where is Spark at?
I think they would probably be together below deck.
Second deck or third?
Third.
Interesting. Okay. Horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Ava, roll me perception.
Yeah. Yeah, here it is. Yep. Again, it was great. Great experience. It was fun.
Stick around for season 3 in a couple months.
Ava, what you didn't notice was the first one. The wyverns. There are currently 4 wyverns that was approaching the vessels. During this time, I made you roll a percentage chance to give you an opportunity to see them in the darkness. You had failed. Ava, I gave you another percentage chance to see which direction the wyverns were going. The direction that they were heading was towards you. Ava, the last thing is, were you spotted by the wyverns? And they had spotted you. And the last one was your perception in the dark of the night. Did you see the wyverns as they come down to kill you? You had failed 4 times. It is literally the wyverns are on top of you. You do not smell the stench of death as it approaches you. I need to do a few more copy and pastes. I need you to roll me 1 more percentage dice. And this is to see if there are any crew members among you. So
what dice?
Percentage.
Okay.
To see if there's any. There we go. Okay. All right. You're good. You're not alone. Roll me a die 4. Out of the 12 crew members,
Woo!
There are 4 crew members that are with you. Ulfgar, you are currently unarmored, correct? You're sleeping? Oh wow, this is horrible. I can't tell you how horrible this is. But I do like full circles. I really do. I enjoy them very much. I was wondering when this was going to happen, and this is the perfect opportunity. Those who did not know, Ulfgar, this is part of his storyline. Yeah. I wish you guys good luck. I'm going to be honest with you. I am going to attempt to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be clear of my intentions. I hope the dice roll in your favor and that you are capable of handling this situation.
Well,
in other words, pull out all the stops. This is the final fight. This is the final boss fight going down right now.
Just to be
Don't
clear,
hold back.
Don't hold back. Don't. I wish you guys luck. I honestly do. Yeah.
And remember, we have a fire spewing ship that in 3 bursts does over 150 damage.
If it's focused on one target. Now remember that.
Right.
However,
Right.
they were not aware of it, and you do have 4 crew members that are currently, yeah. So,
Yep. Dead.
Well, I have to roll dice.
I mean, come on. The last time we fought, we lost 12 men in the course of 2 rounds. Ulfgar barely made it out alive. He was the only one who wasn't unconscious.
I have to roll dice. Well, you guys were a lot less powerful. That's were a lot less powerful. I want to make sure that I'm doing you guys justice here. Don't want to cheese anybody out. You have 12 crew members plus the captain, which is represented by bandits and
And they have been upgraded with armor and weapons.
Mm-hmm. I believe that it is what is it? Longbows and longswords, correct? And leather. Right?
Yes.
Yep.
It's like scale though. It's not leather. It's a little bit better.
So they've
got, they've got much more AC.
Is what? 14? 15? So
I was hoping this would happen. I was just hoping I was fully armored for it.
You were hoping this would happen? You were hoping that it would?
What, you want the revenge?
This is the final story arc. He is as powerful as he is ever going to be. This is his one chance in game session to do it himself.
You
He
guys
was
can do
just
this.
also hoping that he had one more ability that wasn't still on cooldown, but that's okay.
You guys can do this. I believe in you guys. I have faith that you guys can overcome this challenge. I wish you guys luck. The wyverns descend upon you guys. This is their surprise round.
How is it?
I'm not sure why the bandits are not showing up. I need 12 of them. 4 on each level. Okay. I'm not sure why that's not showing up. Give me a second here, guys. Yeah, traveling with you guys is super dangerous. Super, super dangerous. Give me a second here, guys. I was not planning this encounter, so I'm literally dragging everything out. I just copy and paste. Oh.
I mean, if anything, Ulfgar knows he has a special item he could activate as a last resort, but I don't know. I mean, keep it out of the
That'd be
hands
a
of the
hell of
green
an
dragons.
That'd be a hell of an ending right there. Everything's possible. Everything's possible. Assuming that he survives. Didn't even Cesus didn't even do anything.
And we lost him.
Oh no! Am I dropping?
Oh boy.
Looks like I'm dropping. Oh, bum, bum, bum. I'm still streaming. Oh, server disconnect. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello? 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 Tree of knowledge. There it is right there. This is correct right here. Maybe. Hello? Hello? Shit, let's see what's going on here.
Oh, this is going to be so fun.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Roll 20, what are you doing? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good, good, good. Let's make sure everything's working correctly. Let's go ahead and drop
We'll
that
see how this
out.
goes. Ulfgar is going to let loose in this fight.
We'll see.
All the magic items are going to be activated.
A naked dwarf. A naked dwarf. Let's see what happens. Now I see why the stuff wasn't loading up. Yeah. It's like, why isn't this working? It's like, why isn't this pasting? There we are. I'm still recording, which is interesting. However, I'm not streaming. Okay. For some reason, it did not want to copy and paste that stuff. I don't know why. Okay, all right. I think I'm back in. Okay. Let's see if this will transfer me over. Yay! Yay! I'm back. Okay. Woohoo. All right. Let's make sure I got everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Right there. Copy. And then paste you guys back over. Need three, 4 on top. Well, 3 on top. Well, 4 on top. 4. 2 on the bottom. Well, actually, we can split into 6, right? 6 and 6, because you guys don't let them down in the bottom, right?
Right. They don't go down to the bottom.
And what is Scale Mail? Increases their AC by what?
Hold on.
I have +1 dex.
It's 14 plus Dex, maximum of 2.
So 15. Nice. They have a 15 AC. That's pretty good. Don't need it. Make sure that everybody's 15. Wow, I was not expecting this. Thank you, Leah.
Ava and her perception will get us.
So, yeah, this is going to be fun. Ulfgar is going to use all of his magic, and this is going to be crazy.
It will be. It'll definitely be interesting. So they get a surprise round. They descend upon you. And then we need them on the 2nd level. Where's Spark and Alu?
They were down with Ulfgar. Well, not with him, but like in the same level.
There are 6 crew members on the 2nd part. Go ahead and delete Ulfgar right there. Okay, this ought to be fun and interesting. I wish you guys the best of luck. Let's go ahead and go out the turntable, and let's do this. We also need a captain too. I forgot the captain. And then bandits will all act on the same turn. Copy. Paste. And then we need bandit captain. I think he's got a 15 AC too. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be so fun. Sure, we'll use Captain Lorik. We'll use his stats. Why not?
Do you want me to go ahead and roll for Ulfgar?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So they know about the threat?
Roll me another luck roll. Well, actually, nobody knows about the threat until people start dying. So high or low. I get to pick where the captain is, or you guys get to pick. So somebody roll me a D100, and I want the captain to be on the 1st level. That way he dies really quick.
I think I should roll this one, considering Ava's track record.
Sure,
Yeah, I was going to say.
Awesome. Where would you like Captain Brute?
I would like him to be on the 2nd level with the men.
Excellent. Okay. His HP is 65. Not bad. Not bad.
Better than me.
Hey, that's his stats. That's his stats. Let's go ahead and add the captain. Come on, captain. Oh, well, there we go. Captain. Captain Brute. Okay, there we go. All right, boom. All right, starting with Captain Brute. And he has bonuses. +3, not bad, not bad. 16.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun fight.
It's gonna be something. Bandit 1. They have a +1, so they have a 13.
Ulfgar's got some tricks up his sleeve. He's been waiting just for this fight to pull out.
We'll see how it goes. All right, and then of course, Scurvus, and then Wyverns. Okay, so Scurvus is up first. The bonus of 2. Nice. So 6 for Scurvus. Wyverns, what's their bonus? 0. Okay. Wow, 20, 17. This reminds me of the last one. Descending order. Interesting.
Really? Come on, not ones like the previous one.
I mean, hopefully.
That's the only thing that saved us last time were those nat ones that they rolled.
Oh, look. Oh, Fortuna started playing again.
We do need music. Thank you for reminding me. Let's have some horrifying, terrible music. Because this is definitely bad. Let's see what this one sounds like. Perfect. This is excellent for sneaky. From out of the darkness, a single stinger comes by and targets the nearest guy. Let's go ahead and see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ava, roll me a die 8. You see what happens.
Really?
You are number 2.
Huh.
This guy instantly dies. The poison that is injected into them, he doesn't scream, he doesn't call out, and in the darkness, the wyvern just flies by. Roll me a perception, Ava, as this man is literally impaled on a stinger. And he doesn't cry out or anything, just dunk.
Yup.
The next wyvern. Where'd that music go? Yes. Flies by, right? As silent as death. Ava, roll me a die 7 now.
A die.
7. You are now number 2.
How do I do that in the advance?
Just roll me a die 8.
You could also go into the chat and do /R1D7.
Ava, what are you doing there in this time? As the man literally standing right next to you gets plucked out.
I'm sort of staring out at the water brutally.
Roll me perception with advantage as this guy literally flies by you.
Oh, yeah, now you got it. A crit success.
Ava, to your horror, nobody else sees this. And this guy who, I think he gets stabbed in the head, right? And the stinger just literally comes from out of the darkness, impales him within his head, and I think he bumps against the railing right next to you, and then he just slides off. And that's when you notice this massive bat-like creature fly back into the darkness, right?
Good thing you have a lighted head.
However, it's not your turn yet.
No.
Captain Brute, unaware of anything. So we get this scene, right? Captain Brute's curling up in his chair, his bed. He's drawing it up, right? And he's tucking himself in, right? The next bandit. See if he notices anything. I think this is like where Ava's like pointing off, and this guy's just like walking around, and he just doesn't even notice him. Ulfgar, you are down below, unaware of the death that is currently taking place upstairs. This wyvern right here. Roll me a die 6, Ava, as this wyvern dives in once again.
Oh.
Ava, what's your AC?
17.
What's its bonus? Stinger plus 7.
Oh, God!
Ava, roll me a con save. You're fine. You're fine. Ava, you get stung for 11 points of damage. And you only take 1, 2, 3, 4. Half of this. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 15 points of poison damage as the stinger sinks into you and you feel poisoned.
11
So
of
it's a
like...
total of 36 damage you took right now.
Oh, God. Oh. Okay. Alright.
You are currently not affected by the poison. And this is the worst one of them all. Ava, roll me a die 6. You don't want to roll a 2.
Yeah, I think that was firmly established.
Oh man, I'm sweating. Oh man, I'm sweating. This is so horrifying. But so good. A die 5. Excellent. This large wyvern flies by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one right here. And he hits. We'll see.
That may save him because of the armor.
What's his AC? 15. Yes. Boom. This guy cries out as Cesis or Skixvis comes in with a stinger, and he turns just slightly as the blade of the wyvern stinger like catches his armor and glances off. He cries out in pain. Well, on his turn. Oh man. It's not his turn. Oh no, it's not his turn. It's now the wyvern's turn again. Holy shit. This is horrifying. As though you see like the wyvern like bank off, right? And once again to come right back. Ava, roll me a die 6. You don't want to roll a 2. Excellent. This guy dies instantly and is carried off into the darkness. Ava, despite the slaughter that's been taking place around you, silently, deadly, you are now aware of the situation. What do you do?
Well, first I will pop the second wind. So that's 1d10 plus fighter level. Come on.
Remember, you have a beacon you can activate to see these things, and you need to say something for the rest of us to be activated.
6 plus 6 is 12.
I mean, if you want to try and solo this, by all means.
Ha!
I mean, go ahead and pull a Cortec in this situation. We'll see how that goes.
God, this reminds me so much of the last one.
So I will.
It's the exact same thing as the last one. Only, we'll see if Ulfgar can do anything about it this time.
I'm pretty sure you guys noticed the wyverns. You actually had rounds to actually activate. This time you had no rounds to activate this time.
So I will yell or scream or do whatever the alarm procedure is on this boat.
Yes. Let's go ahead and get other people into this. You sound alarm. And I think this is where you see like this wyvern like fly by. Once again, dragging off one of the other sailors out into the darkness. And once again, you don't hear any screams or anything. It's silent. Deadly.
Does that count as an action?
No, that's a free action. Screaming is a free action.
Yeah, like I said, pull out all the stops on this one. Throw everything you got at these.
Also roll me 2 d20s. First one's for Alu, second one is for Spark. Nice.
And I will
Plus 5. 20. What will you do, Ava?
jump onto this nearest cannon.
Excellent. Spark got a 12. What's his bonus? Plus 3. Not bad, Spark. 15. Then descending. Excellent.
Are the cannons loaded, or do they need to be reloaded?
They are loaded.
We've been ready for attacks from something like this for some time.
Are you going to have a ready action? For the next wyvern you see, you're going to shoot. Because currently they're
Yes.
just flying by. That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be so cool once Ulfgar can work.
Captain Brute is awake and active. You hear him down below, like putting on his armor and gearing up. You also hear like him shouting out to his men and like, "We're under attack! Wake up! Wake up!" Spark is active. And hearing your cry for help, Spark leaps into action and begins running up the stairs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
As fast as his little doggo legs can carry him.
He's got some movement. 13, 14, 15, 16. Where would you like Spark? 17, 18, 19, 20. You can get to right here.
Yeah, he'd probably go as close to me as he could.
That's him double moving. Anything
Yeah.
else?
I have him ready action to either dodge or attack. I don't know.
He's double moved to you. That's all he can do. For now.
Oh, that's right.
I was wondering if you had any further instructions other than like help, scream.
Probably he does not have the mental facilities for anything
Oh no.
else right now.
The bandits upstairs. They all take out their longbows and they're like looking around in the darkness. But once again, they don't see anything.
Did you activate? You didn't activate your helmet, did you? Nope.
No.
And you didn't tell anyone to get on the cannons, did you?
Well, wouldn't we have drilled for this? I feel like we would have drilled for this if we are under attack.
This is a
Everybody.
surprise. So let's be clear here. It has only been 15 seconds since this assault has begun. It has already killed a quarter of your crew. Ulfgar, You hear the screams and shouts of the captain and your companion upstairs. What do you do? They're just screaming currently. Nothing has been identified. However, the sense of dread.
Ulfgar is going to yell up for them to man the cannons. He is going to mount up on... he's going to grab his tower shield and mount up on the Scorchwalker.
Yep.
He is going to put on the tower shield as Scorchwalker rides up to the second level.
To be clear, you are naked.
Yeah, this sounds like the beginning of a joke. A naked dwarf with a tower shield riding a dire wolf walked into a bar.
You ascend upstairs, and now the party is together.
No, we're not. He's on the second level. He's not.
To the second level? Okay.
He's not running all the way up to expend everything because he doesn't know what's going on.
Oh. Okay, give me a second.
I'll make sure that the crew are mustered and people are taken care of, like getting ready.
Okay. Split the party. Okay, there we go. Let's copy and paste you there. Yep. You notice like spark runs up and disappears above stairs. Let's not lose turn. Let's go ahead and place you. You see the captain like starting to armor up and putting armor on. Let's see what's going on here. Why did the music change? It's not what I was.
Because we changed maps.
Yeah, I guess we did. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. Yes. Yes, I want this one. Ulfgar descends up the stairs with his tower shield. Ava, roll me a die 8 as this wyvern comes flying by. Also, your you light him up as he continues forward. Die 6. Interesting. You have a choice, Ava. You have an interesting choice. Ava, he is targeting the bandit that's currently screaming, right? And that the other one had missed. So this one is currently flying in this direction. Are you going to cross fire?
Where is it?
It is currently right here. I mean, you see it coming in, right? It is currently going to stab the shit out of this guy and probably flee with his body, depending if his stinger lands. Are you going to open up fire? These other wyverns you do not currently see. But I'm sure that once the fire goes off, you'll start to see them.
Ah, God. Yeah.
Excellent. Roll me 6 die 6. To be clear, I will show you once again where you're pointing the cannon at. It has a 60-foot range with a wide spread.
Oh, that way? Oh, no.
So it is right here.
I'm not going to open it up if it goes over the entrance.
Okay. It attacks. This guy was screaming, right? He falls silent. As death takes him. And once again, the wyvern flies off into the darkness. The most horrifying one. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ava, roll me a die 4.
Ugh.
Ava, you are now number 1. Bandit is number 2. Dog Spark is number 3. Bandit is number 4.
No! Ooh.
I think that hits.
Ava, roll me a con save. Straight up D20.
No.
It does not instantly kill him. However, Spark is unconscious and is currently poisoned.
Oh, no.
Alu begins to ascend the stairs. She just makes it up to the 2nd floor. Unaware of what's happening above. Ava, roll me a die 6 and have it.
God.
This wyvern begins to attack this person. Do you unleash your fury upon it, Ava?
Not if it's going across the entrance to below decks.
This man is instantly killed.
God.
And the wyvern continues to fly by. They have said nothing during this assault. And it appears that these men are just simply being plucked off into the darkness. Ava, roll me a die 4 and have it. Wyvern right here attacks. Do you unleash your fury upon it?
God! God. She wouldn't.
This wyvern hits and instantly kills this man before flying off into the darkness. Ava, you are now alone on the first deck. It is your turn.
I guess I will spring my light.
above you, roll me knowledge nature. Yes. You've heard of these stories. These are wyverns. Wyverns are known to attack ships and barges on the high seas and kill their crew. What do you do, Ava?
Where?
As you see these shapes, monstrous shapes, like sizes of horses on wings, flying around you.
Are any of them within range?
That's a good question. No.
How far away are they?
That's a good question. Roll me a D100.
Of course. Always back to my old nemesis.
You want to roll low.
Yeah. You rat bastard.
They seem to be angling themselves, crisscrossing the ship, right? They seem to like hit it and then bank off, right? So like they've practiced this and managed themselves of attacking vessels with such a divine crew, right? Crossbows, ballistas, things like that of that nature. Some sort of creature that has lived an incredibly long time is leading these beasts. They are using the darkness to their advantage. They can see you, but you can't see them. And you hear them every so often, right? The flutter of wings, the heartbeat in your chest. What do you do, Ava?
God. First of all, I will yell that they are indeed wyverns.
Ulfgar, that familiar fear resurges within you. Do you say anything, Ulfgar?
He looks wide-eyed as he turns to the other crew member who are below deck. Stay here. We must lure them below deck. Alu, get your mother here.
It's currently Ava's turn.
Let's see, 1 second. Is it possible for me to go grab Spark by the collar and drag him back? Ba-da-ba. 16?
Of course, yes. However, you can only move 30. You can't
Yeah.
double move.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm here, so it's 15 to him.
Mm-hmm.
And 15 back to the area.
We'll begin
By
to
my-
descend. Yep. You'll
Yeah.
begin to descend into the first level. You will have cover. Because I think you know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Anything
I'll-
else?
Oh, God. Not at the moment.
You should have control over Spark.
Uh,
Be able to. I think we get a shot, right, of Ava dragging poor Spark, right? And then we see like these wyverns like starting to like turn and like beginning to descend on poor Ava in the darkness. Down below deck, we see.
Because I'm the only point of light in the darkness.
Yep. And you see them all turn and look at poor Ava. Captain Brute, he's like, damn it, girl, get down here fast. You see him like strapping down armor, right? He continues. Ava, roll me a death saving throw for Spark. A D20. Oh, first save. 1 out of 3. There are no bandits above. However, you see them like down below, like cocking crossbows or unsheathing longbows and like putting arrows in them and notching them. You also see like some of them like putting on their armor as they're like scrambling to get ready for combat. Ulfgar, it is your turn. Let's go ahead and switch screens. Ulfgar, you see her beginning to descend down. Right here.
Ready to lure them below deck. We shall trap them here and cut them off. Cut off their wings. And they will not be able to escape us. He looks over at Ava.
I think this is where you see like the shadow, right? Beginning to descend on poor Ava. As this wyvern comes in for her. Ava, you have cover.
Ulfgar is going to activate Gaia's Stone if he.
Excellent. What are you doing?
He is going to activate the once per month Earth Glide ability upon it and send the ship careening forward
Excellent.
through the Earth.
Sure. Sounds like a fly check for the wyvern. Is it a reaction? Because it's currently not your turn.
Oh, I thought you said it was my turn.
No, it's the wyvern's turn.
Okay. Then no, I can't do that. Well, I don't know. Earth Glide is an ability. It's not normally a spell. So I don't know how you want to rule that Earth Glide works with this.
Earthglide is a personal thing, right? It affects you personally.
Well, it's attached to the ship, so it should be able to affect the ship itself.
It's one level below you, the stone.
So I can't activate it remotely because I'm attuned to it.
No, of course not. You have to have the object and be able to control it. The stone is down below. However, you are attuned to it, to be clear.
Well, I mean, if there's nothing that I can do, so you're just trying to tell me that I can see her, but I can't do anything about it.
I believe so. Can you do anything? Do you have a reaction? That's my asking. Ava, do you have a
Oh,
reaction?
no, he
Does
has no
anybody
reaction
have-
spells.
I think I do have a reaction that
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
pop.
I was gonna say, I thought you said it was my turn. No,
not
he
yet.
has he has no reaction spell.
Because this is going to hit. What do you do, Ava?
Yeah. I panic and trigger.
Shield? Awesome.
Yeah.
Tell me about this shield that suddenly comes up. And you see this stinger literally like stick into it, right?
So I sort of, as it's coming up at me, I just throw my hand up in a last ditch attempt and hope really hard that something's going to happen. And somehow it does. So it's slightly shimmery, opaque, like a heat mirage you can see on the hot road in the summer. And it's just enough to save me from that terrible stinger of doom.
You're lucky because it saved you once. You've activated it. And now comes Skippus. To your...
It lasts for a round.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
The stinger digs into it. However, that shield that was once there no longer exists as it activates its ability.
Come on.
Spellbreaker. Once per day, as a standard action, Skippus may shatter a barrier of both magical and reality with her toxic poisons. Breaking this spell is much like to spell magic. Level 3 lower spells dispels automatically. The DC of the spell physically acts as wyvern poison. You are no longer protected by a shield. I think we get a scene, right? Of like your magic, right? And this poison just slams into it and starts eating away and melting it, right?
Oh, God.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and move you down to right here. I think you'll be okay. Nah, you won't be okay. Oh no. This is where she is currently right now. Let's see what Lou does. Alu gets in the way. They now have a 50-50 targeting. She also readies an action to swing upon one of them. No. Yeah, that's what she does. She raised a ranged attack called Blind. That's what she does. And Ava, roll me a D4. 1, 2, it's you. 3, 4, it's So you start with her reaction. Well, first the attack. Does it hit? The stinger slams into the side because she has cover. Her attack goes off. Alu's range attack goes off. And hits.
Ha!
And just see here, it's a save, right? Oh my gosh, it's not very good though. And Wyvern's going to make it probably. We'll see. We'll see. Might not. Might not. Makes it. Wyvern makes it. However, the Wyvern does take damage. How much damage does it take? Doesn't do anything. Successful save, nothing happens. Okay. Okay, yeah. She makes an attack and it fails. They just miss. Roll me a die 4.
Me?
Yep. Oh no.
Oh, what in the...
It misses. Lucky you, you got cover. Ava, you're dragging your friendly pooch down below. Go ahead and move yourself. Unfortunately, poor Alu's going to be by herself.
So is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to pop another helmet ability to all of my allies.
Excellent. Tell me about the spell that you're popping.
It's called Good Hope because we are in dire need.
You think?
So it'll go on for the next 6 minutes? That'll probably be the fight. So this spell instills powerful hope in the subjects. Each affected creature gains a +2 morale bonus on saving throws, attack rolls, ability checks, skill checks, and weapon damage rolls. And it counters crushing despair. So it targets one living creature per level. So no two, which may be 6 feet apart. So it'll be me, Alu, Ulfgar, the captain, Ulfgar, captain, the dire wolf, and one of the bandits, the one that's farthest away.
Okay. Ping him. Good hope. It's 2. The captain, good hope, +2. Tell me what this looks like. This is the first time we've seen you popping it.
She'll sort of, as she's desperately grabbing Spark to pull him away, she goes to wipe at her brow, and in doing so, bumps at a little catch that leads into a rune on the side flap of her. When she hits that, a sort of warm, radiant light, a burst of it bursts out and covers those individuals, and they feel like a warmth inside their chest a little bit, and they feel like, you know what? We gotta do this.
Awesome. Anything else, Ava?
Does that count as an action? Probably.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved, and I'll just say, Alu, get back.
Captain Brute feels good. He's got one more round and before he's completely armored up. Spark, roll me a d20.
Ooh.
Awesome. 2 saves. Bandits are getting ready. Putting on armor. Ulfgar, what are you doing?
He almost smiles at this. As Ava activates her ability, he is going to activate his as he is going to cast Beacon of Hope.
Woof!
Tell me what it
Woof.
does.
The spell bestows hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within range. For the duration, each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any.
Nice.
And he's going to activate that on everyone.
Awesome. Whoop, whoop. And what's it do? What advantage? It's a beacon of good of hope. Beacon of hope. Unfortunately, the dog is infected by it. It's unconscious.
Well, it says any creature within range.
That is true.
And it does affect saving throws.
Awesome.
Like
yeah,
death
that's saving
saves.
throw, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, beacon of good hope.
Woo!
Hope. Beacon of hope. Awesome. Anything else, Ulfgar?
He is going to continue to tell them to stay below deck and ready for their attacks. He is going to command the direwolf down below deck towards the jet. Yep.
Okay. Are you going to move?
Yes, he is. The direwolf is going down below deck.
Okay. Splitting the party. Splitting the party.
How much movement does that direwolf have?
A lot.
If it dashes, it has 100.
It's
Holy
50
crap.
Normal, yeah. That's why Spark could get to you so quickly. It's got the same movement.
Which is a lot better than Ulfgar's 25.
Oh yeah, by far. I think this is where everybody roll me perception. Oh well, actually, it's got a target. Never mind. Don't roll perception. It misses because she has cover. Skikfist. Misses, has cover. Alu, she dodges out of the way of these incoming attacks that are just scraping by, slamming against the steel, but doesn't do anything. She 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where is? There she is. And then both of you roll perception as this happens.
Use the first one.
Okay.
Don't forget your modifier, so it's a 19 too. Effectability checks.
That is true. That is true. That gives advantage, right? Gives advantage. So there you go. You both hear the scraping and scratching and slashing of what appears to be sails. Ava, it is your turn.
Can I see any of the wyverns?
Not from your angle. As a friendly reminder, if you can target them, they can target you. So
Yeah.
we want to set up ambushes for if they come below deck. We want to set up barrels to explode on them if they try to come down, or we want to think of how the Inquisition tried to defend the ship when we attacked it. And we had time to set up, and they had time to set up, I mean.
So Ava will... Let's see if there's any other archers ready, and she'll take up...
Yeah, it'll be one round before they're completely armored up and ready to go.
A position with her bow. Yeah. Let's see, what is around here? Is there anything?
Well, this is like the normal men's sleeping quarters. So you see barrels of food and water, and see the mundane things. You also see, of course, the barrels of not alchemist fire, but Greek fire.
Let's see. She'll, ready her bow and basically just prepare for an ambush. Ready all weapons and anything you've got.
Okay. You begin doing so. Anything else, Ava?
Not that not that I can think of right now.
The captain, he is done armoring up, and he moves to take cover, following your instructions. Last save for Spark.
Hopefully.
With advantage.
With advantage. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. He's no longer bleeding out. He is unconscious, however. The bandits are completely armored, and they begin to spread out, and once again take out their longbows. They take cover around areas, right? Ulfgar, it is your turn.
He activates Gaia's Stone, the Earth Glide ability, sending the ship careening forward.
Wow, I never would have called that one. What an unexpected move.
The ship begins to move forward, despite being sailless or anything like that. Oh, place you right there. Come on.
He then rides the direwolf back up, and he's going to bonus action cast his special ability level 1 for Healing Word.
Excellent. Who are you targeting?
He is targeting Spark.
Excellent. And it's maximized.
Yes.
How much does it heal for?
Which I think it's already maximized, but let me scroll down and click on it.
Come on, music, you're killing me here. There we go. Good. Awesome. He's back at 7. Once again, you hear slashing and hacking of the sails. Despite the movement, you still hear the ripping and tearing. This is where you hear like an eerie voice. Ulfgar. You know why I've come, Ulfgar. Bring me the stone. It's Alu's turn. She approaches the Spark and pets him, right? She's like, Mother, are they going to kill us?
They're going to try. But I am going to fight with everything I have to prevent that from happening. And the rest of the crew will do so too. So if you have anything that can help us, I need you to let out all the stops to help protect every one of us.
I'll do what I can, Mother.
That's all I can ask.
Shite nods and then fine. You hear the finishing of ripping of sails. Right?
Oof.
And they begin speaking in like this corrosive, draconic. And I believe Ulfgar understands it and is like, "It is done. Why do we still move?" And then you hear a third voice. "It's because of the stone. Stone." Ava, it is your turn.
See, I'll get into what cover I can behind these barrels. Sort of like moving one like here if I can.
You have cover.
Then what do these barrels have in them, the ones that I'm crouched by?
It's probably food. Vast majority of food and water. I'm going to say that these up 2 barrels, like you've explored, and those are the, I believe, 46. 46 barrels left.
Let's see. Already in action, but I'll say, Alu, some of these barrels have water in them. If you need a weapon, use them.
She says, "Of course, Mother, of course."
And she'll say, if there's anybody near the explosive barrels, ready them. I have a way to ignite them.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you get them up the stairs with a throw or a roll, I can set them alight. And I will ready action firebolt.
It's an excellent plan. Wonderful plan. Captain Bruce like nodding and he says, "I've got a fire arrow as well. We can do that." Spark gets up, right? Wanders over to your side, Ava, and like shakes his head. The poison is still coursing through his veins. He is currently disadvantaged because he's still suffering from poison.
Mm-hmm.
Bandits, once again, they're all locked and they all have their bows pulled tight. Ulfgar, you hear the strange voice above, always familiar, as if in a bad dream. What do you do, Ulfgar?
Is it his turn?
Oh yeah, it's your turn, Ulfgar, yeah. What do you do? Are you going to leave the stone? Currently, you're right next to it.
He is going to take the stone off of the pedestal.
The ship reacts violently and suddenly, as you know that you are beginning to sink.
Well, we're not on the sea anymore. We've run aground.
That is true.
So we're sinking into the earth?
You're sinking into the earth.
That can be very handy.
Could be. Could be very dangerous as well. Are you coming back upstairs, Ulfgar?
Yes, he will.
Excellent. You ascend upstairs. Do you say anything?
He will not. He is going to... see, what is he gonna do to lure these wyverns into our little trap? He is going to say in Draconic, "Your time has come, Skekvis. It is finally ours. But won't you come and retrieve it if you think that it is yours?" He is going to ride the wolf partially upstairs to where he can see Skekvis.
You see a body coming at you, but it's not Skeksis.
Is it a held reaction, or can I do something?
So you're looking up, right? You can see them, they see you. So currently you see Skeksis, right? Currently like ripping the sails, right? Just tearing them asunder. And you see the three currently on there, right? And this is when you like turn and see the fourth one angling down towards you.
He is going to... he is going to cast... Spiritual Weapon on it as bonus action.
Okay. I believe that's a token, right?
Yes.
Let's see here. We need... It's a mace, right?
Yes.
Or a warhammer. Which one is it that you want?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Whatever you want to pull up will work.
Mace. That worked perfectly. What color you want it?
Black.
Black. There we go. Excellent. And let me give you control over it. All players. There we go. Save. Anything else, Ulfgar?
As he summons it, it's going to attack this wyvern.
It is activating its flyby ability.
So I can't target it with anything?
Not with attacks of opportunity.
It's not...
So it's literally coming down, right? So I'm describing as you ascend up, right? You cast your spell, right? And this is where it comes down and attempts to do something. I haven't told you what yet. Are you ready, Ulfgar?
No, I'm confused. So This
so
is
no wyvern,
like a held action,
currently
right?
Flying by, right? So are you done with your turn?
No, I'm not done with my turn.
Okay,
that's why I was asking.
Currently, you see three wyverns who are currently ripping the shreds of the sails, right? You see this
how
other
close?
wyvern is currently guarding, right? It's flying around.
Right, so I can't target the fourth one, is that right? Because I can't see it.
What's your... You have 120, right?
Yes, I have 120 dark vision.
Yeah, you can target this one.
Okay, so he's going to target it, so as he's cast the spell, it attacks. That's just the bonus action, that's not his main action.
Okay.
So as he casts the spell, it attacks it, and... where is it? Where is it? Spiritual weapon, right here. That's a 17 to hit it.
Okay. So it is currently flying.
Yes, the spiritual weapon can fly. Yeah, it can. It doesn't have to stay on the ground.
Okay. That hits. Let's see here.
It does 7 points of damage.
Excellent. Excellent. I assume that's 20 out, right?
Yes.
20 out. Okay.
And then he will... he will tearing chain it.
Excellent. Okay. It is a charisma save, correct?
No, it's a hit.
Two hits.
I don't think that hits.
No.
I don't have advantage. And then the wolf retreats back down. So he just did that real quick to taunt them, and then he retreats back. Because that was all his one turn. The wolf still had movement. So he could break up his movement, move out, attack, move back in.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Yeah. Sure. You can't see what happens, so something happens. Something happens. You hear them discussing something, right? Like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Fire down below. What should we do? What should we do? I think we get a Lou, right? A Lou like takes a barrel and like punches it, and water begins to fill the area, right? Oh wait, there's water right there.
Ulfgar has an idea from that. We'll see.
You hear them still discussing in this crazy draconic language. There's fire below. What should we do? Says, I know what we should do. You hear them says, Skixvis. You know this was to be Skixvis. He says, follow me to the side, to the side. You hear scrambling and movement as they climb down and begin to descend.
How far have we sunk into the earth at this point?
So you're currently like, I assume you're like on shore, right? So we get this outward shot of the ship that's currently on shore, and it is banked, right? Ulfgar drove it into what appears to be like a bend, right? And you hear them like saying, yes, down below, down below. What do you do?
Whose turn is it?
It's the wyvern's turn. You hear them scrambling from their top of perches. You can hear their claws like click, 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 clicking on these cold iron above you. Ava, it is your turn.
Gosh. So she looks to Ulfgar, where he's trying to draw them in. She says, are they coming?
He shakes his head. Lass, you've just told them there's fire down below. These are smarter creatures than you think. They have ears as great as... They're coming to surround us and try to break through the hole, I imagine.
Were they speaking Draconic the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Ava didn't know they spoke Common. So she'll just...
One speaks many languages.
Yeah. She'll look wildly around and tell everybody to be on their guard. Maybe even put one hand on the floor or the hull to feel where the vibrations are.
Excellent.
Lass, perhaps Alu can do something. He puts a finger up to his mouth, though, and he points over to the barrels of the Greek fire.
Anything else? Well, it's currently Ava's turn.
Yep.
Do anything else?
She'll just have one hand down on the metal and with the other ready a firebolt.
Excellent. Excellent. Spark's turn. Sparks continues to remain healed. The bandits are like on edge, right? They can hear the creatures moving above them. Their claws clicking on the side. You can hear them, obviously. Large, big. Ulfgar, it is your turn.
He rides Scorch Walker over to the barrel, and he pokes a hole in the barrel, or pulls the plug or something, to have the Greek fire spill out onto the deck also. He is then going to run over to and he is going to whisper something to Alu and to Ava.
Excellent. What is it that you're whispering?
Alu can move the fire, the Greek fire, in the and Ava can light it up. We can bring the fire to the wyverns and sweep the out of the side of the ship with the fire. By washing it in flames as Alu controls the Greek fire in the water.
Alright. Ava will nod her head, sort of gesture with her chin for Alu to do as he says.
She nods in reply.
Let's see, what else does Ulfgar do? What can he do to prep? Let's see. That's what he can do. He's going to cast Speak with the Dead as his main action. The minor Speak with the Dead, and he's going to ask his ancestors to watch the wyverns and tell him where they are.
So you summon them?
He does.
Awesome. Whoop whoop. Let's go ahead and get your ancestors here. Oops, if I don't do that. Which ancestor are you summoning, by the way? I think it's only one, right? Yeah, you only got one. Who are you summoning?
He is going to call upon
Which
the
Vaultsmith or Rockbeard? Vaultsmith?
In this situation, he's going to call upon the Vaultsmith.
Excellent. He appears before you. This wisp. What is it that you say to him?
Tell us where the wyverns are, that we may guide our fire across.
I think Vaultsmith like nods to you, right? And he begins to ascend up through the floor. Anything else?
He should get a reply, and once he gets a reply, he's going to tell Alu exactly where to move the fire.
Excellent. You hear the like insane whispering of down below, down below. You hear them skittering. They were on top of you, and now you hear them beginning to climb down the side of the ship. Yes, Ulfgar, you can hear us, can't you, Ulfgar? Yes, yes. That's Skik's turn. Aluz turns to you and says, you see her begin to gesture the water, and the water begins to snake and coil around the floor and goes underneath the oil, right? And that's when the ship begins to shake violently. You hear them beginning to tear apart the bottom of the ship. Yeah. You hear them smashing and crashing down below, pulling at what appears to be the seams. Ava, it is your turn.
God. Let's see, the fire is floating on the water.
Well, currently there is no fire. Let's be sure.
Well,
She's currently just got the oil, right? She's currently just got the oil. And the oil is currently dripping out, and the barrels are currently dripping out. You can safely assume that this will cover an area, right? You're currently beached, right? Drove into shore.
So, I'll take one hand and, like, gesture to the stairs below deck and look at Ulfgar to see whether he says we should move the oil below and set it off, and I'll have my fire bolts prepared in the other hand, ready to go. So I'll sort of, like, questioningly...
Are you saying this out loud?
No, I'll point downstairs, like...
I want to ask that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking, like, directly at Ulfgar to see if he nods or shakes his head.
What does Ulfgar do?
Ulfgar holds up a hand, like, wait. He's still waiting to hear back from the ancestors on where the position is, and then we're going to send the fire to them.
Alright, so Ava will nod again and hold at the ready.
Captain Brute remains holding his action to fire at anything that comes up or down the stairs. Spark continues to guard Ava. Bandits continue to hold action. Ulfgar, it's your turn. Your ancestor comes back and he says, Ulfgar, they've split into two. There are two upstairs, and there are two down below. They are beginning to break through.
Where? And where is Skeksis?
Skeksis is down below. It seems to be after something.
Ulfgar will nod to Ava and Alu. He's going to tell her to sweep the fire, if she can, from the top of the ship down to the bottom deck, following the instructions precisely of where Doran said the wyverns were. The idea is to...
So, to be clear, how control water works is that she has to see it. So if she's going to go up or downstairs, you have to be able to, like, direct the water, right? You can't direct the water through, right? It would be nice, but she has to have eye contact. She has to
right, so he will nod for them to go... where are they trying to break in at? Does Doran know exactly where they're trying to break through at?
Here. You point to this corner.
He will nod for them to bring the oil and the water, and for Ava and Alu to go down. He is going to go down below as well with Scorchwalker. We are going to ready for them to break through and then activate the fire, and Ulfgar is going to activate a special spell of his that he's going to have prepared.
Excellent.
Right, so we're going down?
Yeah, so what's the party's plan? What's going to happen here? Ulfgar, are you moving?
Yes, Ulfgar will move down below to where they're trying to break in at.
Roll me a die 4 as we split the party once again. Please be a 1.
It's a 3.
It's a 3. It's okay. Alright. You descend downstairs, and you see the two wyverns working in unison as they begin to, like, peel it in.
Like we can see, they've already broken that far through?
Oh, yes. Very much so. You notice, like, this corrosive poison that seems to be affecting the metal, the iron, especially from one creature in particular. You think that they will peel open the side and have a 10-foot gap within 3 rounds. Within 15 seconds. What do you do, Ulfgar? Appears to be right here. Right in this corner. You see like their frenzy, right? You see like their eyes like sticking in, and they see the green gemstone. As if they're focusing.
They don't see it though. I took it
you
off.
got it. You're good. Okay.
I have it.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. My bad. My boy had. But yes. You see them peeling away the metal. Anything else?
He is going to cast Binding Chains on Skeksis.
Excellent. Well, what does that do?
Black chains reach up from the ground and attempt to ensnare him, binding his wing.
Excellent. What's the save? It's concentration. Yep.
DC 15. Yes.
Nice. Yeah, it's bound. Anything else, Ulfgar?
Let's see. Bonus action. He's going to move the hammer down. The spiritual weapon down.
How far can it move? 20?
It can only move 20 at a time.
So it was up all the way, so it's now back from where you were.
Yes.
So it was out, and then it just comes back, right? So it is currently reaching the stairs, right?
Yes.
Anything else?
He moves here. Or he moves closer to the opening.
Cool. Yeah, you see them continuing to rage against the side of the ship, peeling and melting away the armor. Their poisonous stingers seem to have a corrosive effect, and that is their turn. I think Alu takes the water, right? And following Ava's instructions, she takes the oil, which continues to leak upstairs. The oil and water come down.
Right, it should be a continuous stream of the two blending.
It covers approximately, I believe, 30 feet to the fireball. Yep, 30 feet. She comes down. She says, "Mother, stay safe."
We will.
Lou descends down the stairs.
I'll be safe.
And then she controls it, and it comes down. It's 30 feet. Yeah. And then 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I believe that's correct. That's actually pretty good right there. Not bad. Not bad. Sometimes I even impress myself. And she moves it over, right? Black oily substance. That's what she does. This is where you hear clicking above you, Ava. And he says, "Now do we go down? Now." And you hear Skeksis says, "I see them. I see them. Do it now. Do it now." And that's when you hear like flapping, right? And I believe a lot of ready actions go off as two wyverns begin to descend down the stairs. Let's make sure I get the right ones.
Good thing we have a pool of oil up there waiting for them.
A pool of oil that's currently down below.
That's okay. There's more oil up there.
That's all of it that's in that barrel. A lot of actions go off as they descend down the stairs and attack the nearest... Oh, wow, Ava, are you the nearest? You are the nearest. What are you doing, Ava?
Not the brown guy?
Well, yeah. There's enough room for both of you. Actually, it's the dog.
No.
Oh, yes. The dog's the nearest.
We have cover, though, right?
Actually, go ahead and make a whole bunch of shots. I need you to roll me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then...
So hope you have better luck with
20s.
NPC.
Yep, 60 20s. Are you guys focusing the first wyvern that comes down?
That would be ideal.
Or are you spreading your shots out?
We
This is
do not.
Ava's instructions. This is Ava's thing. Miss, miss, miss. Hit, miss. Miss. What's the AC? Oh, hits. Roll me 2 die 8 plus 4. Ava. And then you need to roll me your attacks. I assume you're shooting them?
Yeah. See. Wait.
2 die 8 plus 4. And then they get to attack once you attack. You get 1 ready action. Ah, solid damage. Solid damage.
I think I had a firebolt.
Yep. Unfortunately, that misses. Right?
That was just the damage. I think I'll do a ranged attack to see.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go. There we go. That's a crit.
Yeah. So 2 damage.
Well, you're above level 5, right? So that cantrip should be bumped up. So you should do 4 damage die.
Oh.
Doesn't matter the level you are in the class, as long as your general level is above 5, you get the bonus.
Alright, so what would it be?
Let's see here. Let's look at your class. I know you have like a slight penalty to it, but it's not that bad. And it's a crit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a level 1 cantrip, right? You're not using it or buffing it up. So yeah, it's just a die 10. It's 2 die 10 actually. Roll another die 10.
It should be 4d10 though, because she's level 5. Cantrips get bumped up once she's level 5 to double their damage dice. Just in the base of the cantrip itself.
Yeah.
So you should be rolling an additional 3d10.
Well, it's 1d10?
3.
You should, because you crit. Normally it's supposed to be 2d10,
okay.
but you crit, so you roll 4d10.
There we go. 13 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yet this creature doesn't even seem to be affected by these minor attacks. That is when they take their full round action and multi-attack. This is a claw. Claw. Bite.
Okay.
This guy right here dies instantly. Oh, Spark Buddy. Spark Buddy. 2 claws. And a bite. Oh, the bite's the worst. I need to roll damage. 2 die 6 plus 4.
Wait, where's
bite.
which one's the bite? Oh.
And then the claw. Actually, it's 2 die 8 plus 4. 1, 2. All right, so the first one is 11 points. And then, yeah, okay. I have good news and bad news. Spark's not dead. However, he is instantly critted as he drops. He is not instantly killed. However, he has 1 death save left. He has 2 deaths. It is Ava. It's your turn.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Guess we're not igniting this oil.
Oh, no.
There's no way. If I tried to...
Oh, no. This is bad. This is super bad. Oh, this is super bad. You put yourself in the worst situation.
Am I allowed to disengage, grab Spark by the collar,
You
and
won't be able to grab Spark.
no?
Disengage his entire action. You can only move, I believe, 30, right?
Oh, God.
Yeah, this is worse. Yeah, this is terrible. In a bad, bad way.
If I don't disengage and I... Oh, wait, yeah.
You do have action surge.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Disengage, then action surge, dash, downstairs.
Excellent. You do that. The party can team up again. Poor sellers. Yeah. Poor sellers. You descend, right? You see Skexvis and the other wyvern like tearing and clawing away at the side of the ship. You see oil that is currently being like pulled, right? Anything else, Ava?
No, I just dash below. Because it's 40 to the stairs.
Captain Brood fires twice.
And then 20 additional after I get down there.
2 hits.
And so he could get a +2 on his damage.
Nice. +4 to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Oh yeah, your other damage should have been +2 anyways, because you activated the beacon on you.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
right.
it did +2 damage to your hit early.
Mm-hmm.
Then -12. Yeah. The creatures seem to be barely affected. Ava, I need you to roll me a d20. This is a life and death for Spark.
He's poisoned, so he doesn't even get advantage.
He's still poisoned.
Come on, roll 20 gods. Come on.
Roll 20 doesn't listen. I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh! Ah!
Spark gets up with 1 hit point.
And it's the beginning of his turn. He can do something.
He can, yes. Stands up as half his movement. He looks to Ava for guidance because every time he comes to you, he gets knocked down. Ava, what do you tell poor Spark to do?
I'll tell him.
1 hit point.
Hide. Get out of danger.
Slinking away, and attempts to hide in the shadows of the barrels, knowing full well that you are trapped. Stuff happens above. Several shots ring out. Nice. And take the first one only. Oh shit. Well, One solid. One solid. 8. 1, 2. Awesome.
And one of those guys has a +2.
It's not this guy.
Okay.
It would have been the last one, which was a 1. Yeah. Still, damage is damage. Ulfgar, it is your turn.
He looks to Ava. He points to the glob of oil and nods. He then looks to Skekvis. Now your end has finally come, as he begins to curse him, giving up one of his channel divinities to line the path to his grave.
Okay. So what are you doing?
He is now vulnerable to all damage type, or the next attack that hits him. So ideally, the fire will do double damage, and he will not be able to escape the fire that is about to consume him.
Oh, that's right, because he's restrained.
Yes.
You can't fly away.
He can't fly away. He can't take
His
to the
movement
air.
speed of everything is 0.
Is it 0?
No,
Yeah.
just his fly speed.
It can
Oh,
still
okay.
move. Yeah. Like, it can still move.
It keeps him from trying to escape by the air.
Skixus and anything else?
Let's see. Bonus action. I will. Bonus action. I will move the hammer.
Okay. It moves 20 feet. Let's go ahead and move it. It is
And-
currently making its way down the stairs.
Knowing what's going on above, he is going to move back a little.
Okay. The Wyvern and Skixus continue to tear at the hall. In one turn, they will be able to enter it. Lou continues to control the oil and water.
And I'll tell her,
She needs to force it through that hole.
yeah, when on my signal, force it through the hole.
She nods to you in reply. It's the Wyvern's turn. From above the stairwell, you hear screaming. Very, very painful screaming.
Ugh.
Ava, it is your turn.
I will yell now. And
She does. She reacts. The oil and water spew forth upon both the Wyverns, Skikvis, and the Rando. So they are now covered in oil.
I will use so I get +2 and I'll use my advantage. So it'll be 18 to hit.
Are you targeting the oil?
Yeah, as it goes through the hole.
The oil lights up in a fiery blaze. Roll me 6d6.
And you get 2d10 plus of that, right? Or no, that's just igniting the oil. That's not directly a target. So, and for Skekvis, he takes double the damage.
Right. Roll me 6d6.
5 plus 1. Not terrible.
Not the best either. That's pretty
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, that's actually really, really terrible. Yeah.
But 17 plus 4 is 21.
42 points of damage. Skeksis barely appears to be hurt. That is the first damage that they have taken.
And isn't that area on fire now?
Oh yeah.
Where they're standing?
Oh One takes 21 points of damage, and Skeksis takes 42. Let's make sure that these are the right ones. 42. They scream like as they are apparently on fire. And this one takes 21. Anything else, Ava?
No. Am I down on that level yet? Like,
You should be.
I don't think I am. I know I should be, but I don't think you moved me down last turn.
There we go.
I see her.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. You are currently right there. Yes. Everybody where they're supposed to be? On the third floor? Yes. Anything else, Ava?
We're gonna do a little fire square or something down here.
Let me change up the.
Well, she threw it out of the ship, right? So it shouldn't be in the ship.
I'm going to assume that's like 50-50 in, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pouring out, right? She's using the water to pour it out. But you're trying to funnel stuff like that through it, right? It's definitely working, right? It's definitely working, but it's like halfway in, halfway out. Right. Anything else, Ava?
Ugh. Let's see. I will get to cover behind this desk and yell for Alu to get to cover as well.
Excellent. Captain Bruce fires 2 shots. Hits. Solid damage. Solid.
+2.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Nice.
Hooray!
Spark continues to cower in the corner. Bandits fire at the same target. 2 of them hit. Unfortunately, it's not the purple guy. Unfortunately, it's not the purple guy. But still, solid damage.
They're doing better than the guys on the first deck.
Oh, yeah? They're actually hurting them. Yeah. Ulfgar, it is your turn.
Ulfgar is going to smile as he sees Skekvis burning. He is going to activate a special ability that he has not yet activated. He's going to activate the Claw of Gia to cast Wall of Stone and encircle Skekvis and prevent his escape while he burns alive.
Oh.
Nice.
Ha
And it is permanent.
Make a dex saving throw on a success. Use the narrations. It's a reaction to move out of the way. So, I need them to roll dex.
No, they're not going to be in the path. He's circling them so they can't escape.
Okay. So
it's only if it's going to cut into them, then they can roll the dex to get away.
So I'll actually place them out here, right? So you can actually see where they're at. If you want to draw a wall, you may. But remember, it's not a dome.
No, I know it's not a dome, but Skekvis cannot fly away.
True. Very true. Right. So they're right here. Can you see them? Make sure that you can see. They're currently like clawing away. You see the oil like pouring out, right? And then you build the wall, right? Instantly create a wall. Go ahead and build your wall around them. Anything else?
Bonus action, he's going to let's see.
You still have your mace.
I do. But I don't think it's going to be able to get anywhere to do anything. He's going to leave his mace there. I don't think he's going to do anything for his bonus action. But yes, he has thoroughly trapped Skekvis while he is burning alive.
Having no other option, they begin tearing away at the hull. Only 6 die 6 as they continue to burn. I need to roll saves. Well, Skeksis is still burning. But this one isn't. Roll me 6 die 6.
Do you want to do it?
Of course he wants to do it, yeah. Of course he wants to.
Well, that doesn't work. Hold on. Drawing shapes when you're not the GM is very finicky.
It can be very difficult.
Anyways, there's now a wall around them.
Okay. I assume it's right there. Is that good? I assume that's
Yes.
kind of like covering the fire pits.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yep, okay, cool. Yep, they continue to tear away at it. Alu kind of like continues to like circle them with a wall of fire and oil and water into like this mixture of oxygen and death, right? Until like it's cold, right? He saves for half. He takes the full. 26. And then you minus 20, minus 13. Awesome. Alu continues to do that. Wyverns, you hear screaming above. Yep. You hear the pleas of the captain for help, as he is the only two left. Ava, it's your turn.
So I can no longer see the burning ones.
Did you make a circle or a half circle? What'd you do, Ulfgar?
I wanted to do a full circle, so cutting them off from being able to get to us. So, yes, we can't necessarily target them, but he's maintaining the concentration to keep Skekvis grounded while he burns alive.
Awesome. What do you do, Ava? He's protecting the wyverns from any of your attacks. Literally.
Let's see. Duh. Oh, God.
Guess we're just gonna have to go help our crewmen. Oh, darn. Took care of one problem for now. Shoot.
Oh, she can die.
I guess I'll go and stand here, sort of at the side of the hatch. That's all I can do for now. And ready action. If anything comes down, I'll shoot it with the bow.
Excellent. Excellent. Captain Bruce fires twice. Hits twice. Plus 2. Okay, damage. Decent damage.
Plus 2 for each of his hits.
So close. Man, that's so close. Spark continues to cower in the corner. Bandit. Ooh, Bandit's. It's going to fire.
Take it
once.
down.
You.
Ulfgar, it is your turn.
He is going to smile, hearing the screams of Skekvis as he is burning alive, and he runs up to the second.
You're going upstairs?
He is going upstairs to help the captain.
Excellent. That's when you see... I'll shift you over. The Wyvern's finishing off 2 members. One appears to be wounded, right? Let's go ahead and shift you over. Badly injured, right? It appears to be the yellow one. It appears to be badly injured.
Has the other one been injured at all?
It doesn't seem to be affected at all. You see like 2 defenders left, right? You see Captain Brute, and you see the Purple Bandit. And they're the only ones left as they eye him greedily. Yeah.
Hold on, my
question.
it counts.
Are you provoking?
Hold on. He would have been coming up from this side right here.
Are you provoking?
No, he's not going to provoke. He's going to stay right there. He's going to move the hammer up and attack this one first.
Sure. Go ahead and attack.
+2.
And +2 to that damage.
And also to hit.
See what you got. See what you got. It's a solid to hit. This one appears to be uninjured.
Oof, whoa.
13 points of damage.
Solid damage.
He's going to look at the other one that's been injured already, and he is going to cast Toll the Dead.
Awesome.
Bong. Oh, yeah.
It's a wisdom saving throw. They have a +1 to their wisdom. Tell me how you kill this wyvern.
He looks at it, and he curses it in Dwarvish as its soul leaves its body, and its lifeless form just collapses to the ground before Ulfgar's might, and he turns to look at the other wyvern, shield ready.
Excellent. Let's see here. Which wyvern is this one? It must be the one down below. You hear, right? Tunk, 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 tunk. And you hear them finally getting through the side of the ship, right?
But they're still circled within that wall of stone. Little do they realize.
Ava.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you realize a stone wall comes crashing down. What
Son of
level
a-
is this?
That was a
So-
5th level spell.
Excellent.
I thought he already used his ability for that.
Oh,
It was only a
it
once a
does.
day ability.
Oh, let me make sure.
Because I was going to say it was only a once a day ability. That's why Ulfgar smiled when it was used up for that shield.
Yep, once per day. Regardless, you hear chunk, 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 chunk. It failed.
30 hit
failed.
points per inch of thickness.
As a matter of fact, it doesn't fail. I'm going to use something. A legendary reaction. It crumbles, and Skixus, who is currently still on fire, steps through the barrier with the fellow wyvern.
So does that mean my ready action?
Oh yes. Yeah, ready action, go.
That's just.
Come on,
is that
crit. Are
is
you
that
using your
one-
special arrow?
Not at the moment. Is that 1 attack, or since I get 2 attacks per turn, is it 2?
It'd be it's your ready action, so you can only prepare 1 action.
All right. Whoop.
19.
That's it.
14 damage.
14.
Yeah.
Yes. That's 14 solid damage. Skixus appears to be uninjured.
What?
It's the wyvern's turn. Wyvern's done. Wyvern's done. I'm missing one Wyvern. Where's that one? Oh, right here. Ulfgar, you're the nearest target. Congratulations, buddy. As it literally walks right up to you and does its full round action on you. It attacks 3 times. So the first one's a bite. Misses. Then 2 claws. Oh. What's your AC, buddy?
15.
1 hits. The other one's close, but 1 hits. 2 die 8 plus 4. Takes 16 points of damage as this claw rakes against your bare flesh. Yeah, that wyvern helped out. That one wyvern helped out. Ava, it is your turn. You now have a full round action as we scoot back over to this side. Oh, it's going to sting you next, Ulfgar. Oh, it's going to sting the shit out of you next. Oh, you have advantage. Oh, maybe it shouldn't do that. Oh, maybe it should just... Nah, it's still...
I have advantage and resistance. Almost like, poison's not so good against him.
Ava, you see both of these wyverns who are currently on fire, right? Their flesh, their scaly flesh just seems to be not burning at all.
Oh, God. I'll tell Alu to try and move the water to attack them.
Yes. Currently, they've stepped out of it.
Yeah.
Alu can easily keep pace with them.
Yeah.
You might want to get her to move as well.
And I'll tell her to get to safety.
Ava, roll me intelligence roll.
God. It is.
Okay.
Nah. Dumb bunny.
Anything else, Ava?
I'll take a step so that I am in cover on the stairs. And I'll take a couple shots.
Sure. Who are you targeting?
Do either of them look damaged at all?
Oh yeah, it looks like that they've been injured, right? But their resilience, right? Their just hardiness has allowed them to just tank through all this damage.
Does one of them look more injured than the other?
The wyvern looks more injured than Skixvis.
Let's see. I'll do... one shot each.
So 7 and 10?
Yeah.
Who on who? Which on which?
10 on the wyvern and 7 on Skixvis.
Awesome. Awesome. Anything else, Ava?
No, just telling Alu to move the water, then step into safety.
Excellent. Captain, we shift over to see the captain with his longbow out. He continues to pluck his string. Crits!
Double crits with extra damage.
He wants to protect his ship.
Boom. This is my ship. This is my ship. I didn't invite you on. And plus 2. 14,
+2 per attack.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26 points of damage. The wyvern doesn't look too good after that, as like these solid arrows pierce its flesh. And it would strike true, and hit vital organs. It flinches at this, right? Spark continues to cower in fear. The bandit fires a shot. It hits.
Woo!
Well, I mean, some damage is better than no damage. That's 4. That's 8.
And it's not
enough to
the.
finish it.
It's not the one that got the little.
Uninjured.
Is that the guy that got the bonus? 2 plus 2.
The 4. Yeah, he is. I already added it.
Woo!
The purple guy. Yep. Ulfgar, it is your turn. This wyvern slashed you across the face, right? Trying to kill you.
Ulfgar, with his movement, he is going to hunker down, or first he's going to dismount, then he's going to hunker down, which uses up all of his movement, and leave Scorched Walker free to attack. With his main action, he is going to cast Vampiric Touch on this creature.
Excellent. I believe
that's a 20. No, it's a hit. That's a 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
Oh, that's really? Really?
Plus 2.
It says 8 points of damage. He gets back 4 hit points.
It seems barely affected this creature.
And then he's going to bonus action smack it with his hammer, his spiritual weapon.
Sure. Go ahead.
It's a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
For 12 damage.
Solid.
And can we add in Scorch Walker to the initiative?
And Scorch Walker.
Okay.
He has the plus 2.
He is going to attack with advantage against the wyvern then.
Excellent. Roll.
Chomp.
What is his normal bonus, if I may ask?
It is a plus. Well, he has advantage on this. He has a plus 5 to hit.
So then a plus 7, because this is.
And then it needs if it hits, yep, that's a solid hit. And then I need to roll a strength check. See if the wyvern's knocked prone. The wyvern's not knocked prone. It is 2d6 plus 2, I believe. Plus 3. 2d6 plus 3.
Is that with my bonus or no?
No, I'm calculating in the bonus. So it's 12 damage to the wyvern, 12 additional damage.
Awesome.
And Ulfgar's AC goes up, so because he's hunkering down.
Awesome. Who's this wyvern? Are you done, Ulfgar?
Let's see. I think so. That was my main action, my bonus action, and Scorch Walker. Yes, I think we're. Well, he yells for the captain to take up position to take advantage of Ulfgar, keeping it distracted.
I mean, he's currently firing. You've seen what's done to his men in close combat. I think that's we'll see what he does. I don't know if he's brave enough to do that. If you're asking what? Okay. It's the wyvern's turn. This wyvern's on fire. He is no longer on fire. Alu.
He's just keep moving the fire to
You
burn.
are the Claires.
What?
Ulfgar, at the base of the stairs, you see Alu and Ava, right? And then suddenly you see this wyvern, like, and that's when you realize that you are on the stairs, a wyvern above you, and a wyvern below you.
So there's another one? There was 5 total, not 4 total?
No, there's only 4.
I was going to say. Yeah, so there should be
died.
one in front of me and then the 2 below.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. I thought you were
can
saying
see this, right? With your amazing perception, you see that there is one below you. It attacks Alu, since she is the closest. It will multi-attack.
Nice.
Swipe, swipe. Hits.
What is?
That one, though. What happens with that one?
It was with a bite. I don't think you can break a bite or drop a bite.
Does it
You can break your teeth.
I guess you could, but I mean, this is supposed to be exciting.
Does it bite its arm?
No, it doesn't bite. This is no silliness on this one. No silliness on this one. 14 points of damage. She screams out in pain as this wyvern just begins to wail on poor Alu. Skekvis. Still on fire. Roll me a die 6. Oh, then she needs to roll concentration. No. Unfortunately, she didn't make that. 10 plus 1. It's plus 4, and she took 14. No. The water, right, as she was controlling, all of a sudden just like splashes down, right? And currently it's like burning in half the ship and outside the ship. This is when Skekvis comes up and she attacks. Let's see here. I'm going to have her roll an intelligence roll. Skekvis does not realize the shawl. It attacks her normally. Claw, bite. 1 hits. 8 plus.
Don't forget you still have that arrow, Ava.
Ooh.
That one last arrow.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. She can't continue to take this, Ava. You need to do something. She can't continue to tank this. Alu's turn. She. What's she going to do? She becomes invisible.
Oh, that's a thing she can do?
It is. Transparency. When underwater. Oh, well. Damn. Okay, not that. Nope, not that. Nope, not that. Oh, what's she going to do? That won't work. She's just going to attack.
Can she kiss it and kill it?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Let's see here. Course of action. Creature must be... No, it must be charmed. That's a good question. Does that work? It says any creature within 30 feet. Oh! She activates her beguiling. Unfortunately, if she does that, she affects everybody.
I mean, Ulfgar is not too worried about it.
What kind of save is the beguiling?
High?
No, I mean what kind?
It's a, I believe it's charisma, right? Or wisdom.
It's wisdom.
Because Ulfgar's buff
wisdom.
gives us advantage
Plus
on
2,
wisdom.
Yeah.
And you get +2.
So that'd work. I don't think she'll activate it without Ava's orders. So she's not going to do that. She's just going to straight up attack, multi-attack.
Hint.
I mean, it's possible. It's possible. She hits twice. On Skekvis. She's not very powerful. I'm going to tell you that right now.
No, melee range, no.
No. Good news is that she has a bonus. Solid. She literally punches the wyvern with maximum damage.
+2.
Yeah, plus
6.
2.
6 per hit.
I'll take it. Surprisingly, it's effective. Yeah. Cool. Okay, and now it's Wyvern's turn. Wyvern upstairs. Because I don't see you right there. It has a lovely selection here. It has 2 targets. Ulfgar, I need you to roll me a d4. 1, 2, it's the wolf. 3, 4, it's you.
Why don't I just roll a d2?
Or just roll a d2. 1, 2.
Which is, I guess, a coin?
Yeah, it's 50-50. Ulfgar, all these attacks go on you. Sure, bite first. Claw. And then stinger. Okay. The bite lands, and that is a 20 for a claw. Stinger misses. Okay, 2 dice 6 for the bite. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take 12 points of damage from the first one, and then 2 die 8. High rolls. 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Take 17 points from a slash from its claw. So it bites you gently, and then it rakes you hard with its claw. And it misses with its stinger. Oh no, it's the other wyvern.
What?
This is all on a loop.
No.
Misses. Hits. Poison. Okay. Okay. This is a lot of damage. This is a butt ton of damage. Claw. 2 die 8.
No.
I need you to roll me a con save. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. She takes half of this. She takes 25 from the claw. That's 25. And then from the stinger. This is the bad stuff right here. She makes her con save. Takes half this damage. So 2 die 6 plus 4. 6, 7. 9 points. And then the poison. This is the bad part right here. 7 die 6.
What?
She takes half. Looks like weak damage. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. She takes half damage. Only takes 10. Another round like that. She will not last much longer. Ava, it is your turn.
Seeing the dire straits. How do the wyverns look? Do they still look good?
The one up top looks pretty bad. The 2 down below look fairly... okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot the arrow.
Awesome.
Was that a crit? Was that a crit on that arrow?
That is a crit.
The crit on the arrow.
That's a crit
So what
on
is
the arrow. Which
that?
one are you targeting? Let's be clear. Which one are you targeting?
Skekvis. You wanted to hit Skekvis.
Yeah.
Which one are you targeting?
The one with the
Skekvis.
legendary actions, right?
Yeah, Skekvis, because he's closest to Alu.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're both beating the crap out of her, so.
And it's plus 2 damage on top of this.
Yeah, so Skekvis takes... Holy Mother of God.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
14 d8 plus 60.
62.
Or, yeah.
Plus whatever your other bonifiers are, so plus...
Yep. Add it all up.
Alright.
Plus 7? 60 plus 67?
14. Yeah. And wait, which one is my longbow is?
Your dexterity, based off your dexterity.
No, I know, but I'm just checking something.
Crit.
So does that add the plus 2d8 just from being a basic bow shot?
2d8, so 2d8, so that'll be... Oh, dear sweet Jesus. So 14,
I sure hope this doesn't summon an even worse boss.
So
I sure hope this isn't the worst boss after this.
D8 plus 60. So 4 plus 2, so 66. I've never seen that much
Do it. Roll
damage
it.
in what?
So
Well, she still has to roll it. Yeah.
So 135 damage.
Wait, 60.
Tell me he's dead.
Tell me how you kill this creature.
I see the talking one like right in front of Alu. It's in a direct line of shot for me. So I take out my final arrow gifted to me by the Fae, and I shoot it, and it was going in for a bite, so it goes right down its throat. And as it hits the back of its throat, just the damage just explodes out of it. The cold energy coursing through a creature that you can see within range, causing it searing pain.
No, it doesn't feel any pain. It instantly dies, right?
It instantly turns to ice, right?
You tell me, Ava, what does this arrow do to poor Skexvis?
It just freezes from the inside out in an instant, and you see the light just go out of its eye while it's in agony for that one split second.
Does it shatter? What happens?
Yes, it'll like freeze. You know how when things freeze so quickly, they just like crack and break immediately, like when you put them in dry ice? Nice. It just goes...
Yes. Excellent. Anything else, Ava? I believe you still have a shot, right?
Yeah.
Does she get to roll on the special table?
That'll be the next turn. It rises on the start of the next turn.
Unfortunately, it doesn't.
And
there's special requirements for that.
What is it?
Unfortunately, it doesn't affect it. But I mean, that's pretty badass right there.
Yeah.
Oh, poosh. Disappear.
I mean, that's the best outcome you could have gotten, a crit with that thing.
Yeah.
I'm using the arrow.
Yeah.
Bloop. You still have a shot.
I'll take a normal shot at the remaining.
So it's 19.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
11 points of damage.
13.
13 points of damage.
13, nice. Anything else, Ava?
I'll just tell Alu to try and get to safety again.
Excellent. This is the captain's turn. He continues to fire at the wyvern. Misses and hits. +2 points of damage. Despite their sneakiness, you guys continue to waylay on these creatures. Yet they continue to fight on. Spark continues to stay up. Bandit fires a shot. And misses. Ulfgar, it is your turn. From below.
Did you see what happened to Skekvis?
I think so. You have a passive perception of 17, right? You see this wyvern like open up, and you see Ava just draw back her bow, fire a single arrow, a special arrow. It winds all the way down, kicks his throats, and you see it literally lunge at Alu, and it shatters as it falls apart.
Ulfgar smiles at this, and he starts to laugh. Oh, that showed him the hammer, lass. And now it's our turn to mop these up. As he casts spiritual guardians and summons his ancestors to finish off the last of these wyverns.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah.
So the first one needs to give me a wisdom saving throw or take 21 points of damage as the ancestors appear and begin to waylay on these creatures.
Which one are you targeting? There's one down
hit.
below.
It's
It's
It
an
doesn't-
aura radius. It's a 15-foot radius around Ulfgar, so all of them in that 15-foot radius around him.
They both take 15. Awesome.
And he's not done yet.
Yes. That's 15. So at your ancestors.
With the spiritual weapon is going to hit the one that he's next.
Do it. Do it. Swing. Bada. Swing.
The 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Or sorry, 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
For 10 points of damage.
Awesome.
Is this wyvern still up?
It is still up.
Then Scorchwalker is going to take advantage and attack with pack tactics against this wyvern.
Has advantage. Plus 5 to hit.
well, plus the 2, right?
Plus.
That's a crit.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Tell me how Scorchwalker kills this wyvern. This minimum damage alone double will kill it.
As Ulfgar softens it up, Scorchwalker sees an opening and just tears into the creature, taking it down as he comes back up with a chunk of wyvern in its mouth.
Excellent. Anything else?
That's all he can do. Just take down one wyvern.
It's the wyvern's turn. Let's go ahead and make an intelligence roll. Oh, no. It's pissed. It's pissed. It ain't going down. It ain't going down. Yeah. Seeing Alu. Nearest target. It's going to focus all of its attack on poor Alu.
No! Whoa.
This is done and over with. It attacks. Bite. 2 claws.
No!
Oh, shit.
As long as she doesn't instantly die, Ulfgar can still save her.
Stinger. Oh, my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Miss. Crit. That's a lot of damage. Okay, that's doubling the hit die. Okay, so 4 die 8 for the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jesus.
Come on!
Jesus.
As long as it doesn't do double her hit points, and she doesn't outright die, Ulfgar can still save her.
She falls unconscious from the first blow. She automatically crits on the next one.
Well, it was already a crit anyway.
So that's just the 2 failed saves, right? That's not...
This is make or break.
I thought that was...
Ava, roll me a d20.
She still has advantage.
She does. She makes it. Fine. Oh no. Oh no. Ava. The wyvern's still up.
Oh, God.
Oh man. This is intense.
I will step forward. Sort
This
of.
is intense.
Put myself between it and Alu.
Yeah.
And I am popping my last spell slot.
Freezing hands, awesome. It's a dex saving throw, correct?
Ba-da-ba.
It takes the full damage of 15 cold. Yet, it remains up. Captain Brute runs around the corner, right? So we get Captain Brute with his arrow notched. He comes right around the corner. Right, we see him. And then he fires 2 shots at it. Jesus, and misses twice.
Even with any bonuses he has?
Spark continues to cower in fear. Purple Bandit moves up. Fires 1 shot. Ulfgar, it's your turn, buddy.
Ulfgar strides down with Scorchwalker as Scorchwalker lunges first at the and once it enters his aura, it will also take damage from his spiritual guardian.
Excellent.
So first we'll roll the spiritual guardian damage just to get that out of the way.
Sure.
Whoops. I misclicked. So hold on.
2.
Let me get back into the game.
Ulfgar's rage quitting. It's like, I'm done. I'm done. This wyvern's too much. This is the last wyvern. It's too much. It's too much.
And then Scorchwalker. There's an ally next to Scorchwalker and I.
So currently, I assume you're standing. Well, actually, you can't hit. Scorchwalker, you can't. Well, actually, you can stand on top of Ava or Lou.
So if Lou's unconscious, he can probably
stand on her.
Yeah. Or over her.
So and then then he can. Hold on. Let me take a look.
Okay. Is everybody on the same map?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I just accidentally misclicked and it opened up another link. Yes, Scorchwalker is going to attack with advantage.
Mm-hmm. Roll to hit.
Ooh, 17. Does a
17 is a hit, yes. Roll damage. +2. If you roll high, you might do it.
10 damage. And then Ulfgar is going to, as his main action, he is going to cast Toll the Dead on it.
Excellent. It's a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yes.
Tell me how you rend the soul from this wyvern and kill it.
Ulfgar, still smiling, grinning from ear to ear, he reaches out towards this wyvern and wrenches his fist back away from it as its soul is torn from its body and it falls lifeless to the ground. He looks at Scorchwalker as Scorchwalker walks off over a Lou, and he casts Greater Healing or Mass Healing Word.
Ooh.
So everyone will gain 7 hit points.
Excellent. Lou is no longer in danger, and we can now drop out of combat. Well done, guys. Well done. I wasn't expecting this. But yeah, that was pretty badass.
Ulfgar walks over. Is there any piece of Skekvis salvageable as a trophy?
That is a good question. Ava, is there any part of Skekvis left?
Maybe a few scales or a tooth. That's still a bit frozen.
Sure, a tooth, Ulfgar.
Ulfgar will happily, almost strangely gleefully, pick up the tooth, smile at himself as he walks over. It is a shame so many have had to die, but I can rest easy knowing revenge has finally been brought to this wyvern. He has killed many of my kind and many of my close friends. I'm glad to see his death has come, as he looks around and observes the gaping hole in his new ship. The fire still burning, the oil still spilling down the steps towards them. The dead laying across the ship.
Yes.
But he sighs in relief that Skeksis is finally dead.
Well done, guys. Well done. So tell me. You guys have successfully completed this adventure. I wasn't expecting you guys to come across Skeksis.
To live?
I thought, yeah. I was thinking that you guys were going to die. I thought it was. I honestly did. But yeah, you guys made it. Congratulations, guys. What happens to Ulfgar after this?
After this, Ulfgar comes back to Captain Bruce, and we discuss plans on repairing the ship as quickly as we can and getting back out to sea, recruiting more crewmen, as we still need to get to the plague, and secretly he's trying to make his way back home. It would be a fine shame for him to lose this powerful weapon and the weapon of the Inquisition that is following behind them.
What happens to Ava after this?
He also takes Ava real quick to her cottage. That was a main goal that he had, was to at least let her see what remains of her farmhouse.
So Ava will... She'd wanted to go home anyway to visit, to talk about her grand adventure and how she has now slain a significant wyvern, apparently. But when she sees it, she sort of falls to the ground and looks at the graves to see if any name of her family is not on a grave.
They're unmarked.
Okay.
Ulfgar could allow you to speak with them, though.
Well, and then she'll just count then, because she has parents and 4 siblings. So she'll count, see how many graves there are.
You only see 3.
Ulfgar shares that there was someone burying the other, and he does offer to, if she wanted to dig them up to allow them to speak with her, but he would take the ritual very seriously for doing it. Like, he would make sure not to disturb them too much if she wanted to try to speak with them.
She will shake her head. Speaking with the dead is your domain. I, for now, am content to let them rest. But I will search for information of the survivors. And so she'll take out wedding invitation and dictate it to him and said, I'm also invited to a wedding, and read it to him to see if he knows. Is there any way I can sort of share it to
I mean, just read it out loud to him.
Join us for the wedding of Scorp and Anbor. Walk into the morning sun until you cannot walk anymore. Do you know what this means?
What would it be? Nature or history?
I believe you've already figured it out.
Ulfgar looks at her and he kind of... Well, sometimes the nature of the Fae are very straightforward. I believe if you simply walk until you collapse, you will find yourself there. As for me, I'm returning to my ship.
Ava will nod.
Do you guys part ways here? Good question. What happens to the party?
Before they... I think Ava would want to, but she'd set up a meeting point for some point in the future. I'm going to seek information on my family. This may take some time. Where should I meet you? When you are ready to combat the plague, I would fight by your side again.
That's a good question. I think ideally would be near the Elvish, since we need to still restock with supplies, and we are going to need to carve our way through to the Black Marsh if we're going to get the ship there.
Ava will nod and think it's a bit fitting because that's near her home. So she will put up a hood and sort of depart, and she'll agree to meet them there. What time? What amount of time? A month? 2 months?
I think that would be something determined by the dungeon master.
Cough.
No time was ever given. Yeah. So this is what happens overall. The Inquisition continues to hunt for their warship. A dark and mysterious figure returns to the Black Marshes. The Blood Queen honors her champion. And the Silver Clan agrees to the Inquisition's terms.
What?
Invading the elven city of Agnarok. And this is where we leave it. Say goodbye to the folks at home. Bye.